And yeah, start a podcast. Start a fucking podcast,
Definitely
please.
start a podcast.
Start a podcast. Start the podcast.
Sometimes.
Choppers.
The hell is a podcast?
Riding our bikes around, thinking we're all bad.
Yeah, I knew what I wanted to do. Chop that baby.
Does this excite you? Think about it.
Sometimes.
Choppers.
Design usually just comes right out of your head.
Everybody's got to have a Harley nowadays.
And it must be a chopper or you're not even eligible.
Chick want to take her shirt off. She could.
How you doing, Mom?
We don't even play loud music at 3 in the morning. Fine. Don't walk around drinking beer in public. Fine.
I was full of the devil.
Complete molding and raking of the motorcycle frame, wheel design, and engine building.
Stretched way up to the sky.
Full of the devil, man.
You got a chopper, that's it.
The party people are only 2% of animals.
Oh, geez, the damn van, you know.
Shut up,
That's
devil.
all you need is a van. I said, I have one of those.
I was full of the devil, man.
You know, in 10 years from now, we'll still be riding choppers and they'll probably be riding something different.
What's the matter with you, boy?
Yeah, guys. There's motorcycles.
Dead air.
What's up, everybody? Sons and sonettes. Is that it?
That's the one,
Is
man.
that the one?
That's the one.
All right.
Welcome
We're back.
to the Sometimes Choppers podcast, baby.
Episode 003.
Oh, yeah. You know it.
So, what's up, man? What do you got going on?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You got something.
I got a big frog in my throat. I was ready to start, and then we started, and now I fucking totally forgot what I was going to say. But
All right. Well, you got any painting gigs lined up?
you'll work tomorrow, normal ass work day. Tomorrow I'm painting down at the shop in Northern Ohio called Dirty Customs. And I got to paint some dashboards, and
Oh, that's cool.
I'm working on a semi-truck there that's getting, like, sanded.
What kind of semi-truck?
I don't fucking ask questions.
I seen a Volvo one today. I wasn't impressed.
I don't know what kind of semi it is. That's also, I'm not the lead on the project. So the less I know, then that's just less for me to stress about.
Oh, that's good.
You know, there's a couple of things that I know I need to get done on the truck that this guy can't do. So
Right.
I'm just worrying about that shit.
Okay.
And the rest is his fucking problem because he's like a year late on getting this thing delivered with like COVID and like.
Can't
in and
even
out
deliver
of-
the semi-trucks that are supposed to be delivering the shit that can't
just
get
shit
delivered.
just happened on all ends, I think. Their end, personal stuff, his end, personal stuff. It's like, what the fuck can we do? So I'm just
Gotcha.
helping get this thing out of there. But
Nice.
doing some painting tomorrow. And then, I don't know. That's about it. I'm high as a kite right now, my man.
Wow. That's great.
What about you? What you got going on? Oh, shit. You told me that this magazine people hit you up today.
Yeah.
Who? Who was it?
Big Daddy Baggers hit me up. I don't know. I think it was Thunder Roads or something, which I think my uncle's been in with his Road King.
Thunder Road or Thunder Rose?
Roads.
Thunder Roads.
Yeah. You know the song, Thunder Roads,
Land of
take
fucking
me
sakes.
home.
Oh, I was.
Isn't that how it goes?
I was thinking, the other cat, dude, black and white fucking sweater, cowboy hat, Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks? Thunder Rolls? Yeah.
and lightning strikes.
That's a good one, too. No, I think mostly they do like bagger shit, but they were like, hey, send us pictures of your chopper and tell us about it, and then maybe you'll be in the magazine. I go, why are you asking me if you don't want it in it? Like, hey, send me this, and then maybe you're in it?
Maybe they're just being nice, but they know that they want to have you. So
Well,
they're
it was
just
like,
kinda
send me your full name and your address, and I was like, you let me know if I'm in it, and I'll send you that shit. I'm paranoid from the 90s.
Yeah,
I'm not over that
I guess
yet.
you might be right there.
Yeah, so
Is my phone on here on the board today?
it is.
It is now.
It is now.
Oh yeah.
So we got that. But as people who are watching already see, we got probably one of the greatest guests that we could ever hope to have on a whim too.
Shit. Yeah.
Earlier today, he's like, "Hey, I'm not too far from your house. I'm gonna come by."
What's too far? How far?
He
away?
was in Ohio, just south.
A few hours away.
Just south. Yeah. So then I hit you up, and you were like, "Well, shit.
I'm going to bed right now.
Yeah, I'm going to bed. And I was like, well, you should probably come over because who knows if he'll ever be in Michigan again. So it's funny because I talked about him at the end of the first episode.
Yep.
Loud Pipes with a 0. None other than fucking Pablo Picasso Cleveland. The fucking Duke of Denver.
Yes,
the
sir.
Wire Wizard.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm bored with this. I'm gonna bring my guest in. I'm getting bored with this. I'm gonna bring my guest in.
Woo! I gotta say thank you for having me in the Gay Rush.
Yeah, buddy.
Hell yeah, dude. How you doing, man?
Can't complain.
I'm so excited that he's here. It's like, dude, it's so weird when you meet people you know from Instagram. And I've done that a lot. Like anyone who I know in Ohio, I just met them on Instagram. And then I rode down there for a ride like 2 years ago. And now we're all like pretty good friends.
I don't even really hang out with my normal friends anymore, man. I just go out
I
of
think
my
this
way.
should be that new thing.
I go out of my way to hang out
Is
with
there
my
a t-shirt?
buddies.
Whose garage can I come in today?
Yeah.
Bet you there's like a French chick named Garage. Whose garage can I come in today?
Le Garage.
What was I saying? I don't remember now.
Well, shit, yeah, this was just kind of spur of the moment.
This was super spur of the moment. That's how I like it.
Yeah.
I like spurs.
A little smoky in here tonight. I like it.
That's all you, dude.
That's all. Yeah.
I follow my company's guidelines and drug policy. Yes.
Well, I own the company, motherfucker. And what's our rule on the job site? Oh, yeah. Work higher, not smarter.
I heard your boss is a dick.
He is. He's a huge dick.
That's because you're always going up to paint stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That sounded terrible for a minute.
So it's trippy. When I'm in Denver, I have friends who live 30 minutes away from me, 45 minutes away, and I'm like, that's too fucking far to drive.
Yeah.
This morning I was up 200 miles. I'm like, hey, Ipo Jeebus, what's up?
Yeah.
I'm close to you.
Yeah, I have a friend who moved 45 minutes away, and I haven't seen him since he moved.
Yeah.
Maybe once. I rode my bike out there. Yeah.
You're like, fuck.
It's too far.
I could.
Can't be doing all that.
I could go way
will-
over there.
I'll ride down to Ohio.
Yeah.
And like go see those dudes. Because, why not?
Yeah, shit. I just zipped down to Florida and back. Didn't even really stop in between.
Yeah.
Nope.
Freeze for all.
Straight there, straight back. And just to go fucking see some buttheads in the vans.
And butts.
And some
In the
butts.
vans.
They were men's butts, but still.
It's 2022. Who cares? Any butt's a good butt.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, true.
You squint and the sun's in your eyes. You can't really tell.
Oh, fuck.
So anyway, I met you on Instagram, as we kind of just said. I don't know, maybe 2 years ago? 3
Yeah.
years ago?
Talking shit over the Instagrams.
Over Instagram. I fucking watched a story and I was like, this dude fucking sounds like me when I get all excited to like make a stupid fucking story.
Yeah, because I'm from Wisconsin, so when I get drunk, I'm like, oh yeah, we should do, let's go out to the Gay Rush, have some fun. So I started doing that. It's really loud.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
think
It
it's
seems
your-
like it's going in and out.
Yeah.
I think it's your
Like a
mic that's
squeeze
picking
box.
up a bunch of shit again.
I'm going to turn it down.
I think you turn it down and just gotta stay on it.
All right.
Fuck them.
How about now?
Yep,
Sounds
good.
Yeah.
A little better.
So as I'm in the Gay Rush talking about my choppers and things I'm fixing today, and I'm from Wisconsin, so I make it over the top.
Right.
And then you started following me, and I'm like, he's for real.
But I'm not, though.
He's really got that accent.
No, I don't. Do I? I've been told I do, but I really don't. I don't think.
Yeah.
I always
embellish.
get fucking told that I sound like a Canadian surfer, which sort of makes
Surfer?
sense.
Like a waiter?
Surfer. Like a fucking
Oh, yeah.
Cali guy.
Right.
But from fucking Canada, which is true. Because, I could take a piss on Canada from every house I've ever lived in Detroit, Just stare at Canada all day, every day.
Right. See, mine comes from just
And,
hanging out
like,
with
fucking the accent doesn't just stop at the goddamn waterline, Goes right across the butt and carries over. A little bit. It has to.
Mine comes from hanging out in the UP with my dad's friends. Yeah. And, like, listening to those old dudes. They're so fucking funny, man. Like, why say battery when you can say battery? Like, it's got an elegance to it that, like, other languages just don't have. At least I think so. I don't know.
It's distinct.
I got told I was an honorary Canadian today. I was telling you guys earlier.
My dad likes to call me up in the morning. He's like, hello, it's your father. And I'm like, yeah, I see you.
Where's Camp Granada? Is that in Wisconsin?
Camp Granada.
Yeah.
No clue.
You don't know that song? He
No.
starts it off, hello, mother.
Hello, Father. Greetings from.
Or is that
Camp
more like
Grenada?
an East Coast thing?
I think that was just a. I don't think that's a real place.
Just
No?
a song.
Yeah.
I like to think it is a real place. I like to think it's in Hill Country, Wisconsin.
We used to
Right
go.
between two cows.
We used to hang out in Minneapolis a lot. And we'd always go.
They got accents over there.
Oh, that's Minnesota, not Wisconsin.
They have accents over there
Yeah,
too.
they got the.
I was fucking confused those
They
two
got a little
states.
snide attitude on the end
I'll
of it.
bet.
They got but like they got like the homemaker, like nice lady accent, right?
I guess I spend more time in Milwaukee now that I think about it than
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Now that sounds native.
Milwaukee. That's how you say Milwaukee.
In
Milwaukee.
Wisconsin?
Yeah, Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Never heard that, but I've never.
Milwaukee.
Oh, I've been to Wisconsin.
I think in Tommy Boy they say Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Wayne's World.
Something.
Everyone knows.
I was in Sandusky, Ohio yesterday.
Yeah. Callahan Auto. I got a
Was it
Callahan.
really there?
Sandusky? Callahan Auto
Yeah.
Parts? I don't know.
I know a
think
guy
so.
named Callahan.
I got a T-shirt, but I think it's just from the movie.
So this is what you guys do? We're just gonna ramble on the whole night. I like it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man.
This is it. We should
Yeah.
probably talk more about you since.
Oh, no, I'm not that interested.
Dude,
How's
you're
your,
super- You blew me away the first 5. You had me at hello. You know what I mean? God.
How's your input level coming in on your mic? On your level on the screen there?
Can you hear me or no?
I mean,
Is it
a
quiet?
little bit. But
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to adjust it a little bit, but I feel like when I turn it up too much,
Then my ears get higher.
it picks up these mics, some
I'm gonna
weird
shove 'em through.
interference. I'm using a condenser instead of dynamic because you didn't bring yours.
Hey.
so-
You want me to stand over there with my mic?
Could you leave with it?
It's after 9, man. Usually when people are in my house in my garage, I'm like, it's 9.
Yeah.
The fuck out. I gotta go see peace.
Yeah.
Workday's
I gotta
over.
relax, get in my tub.
I usually
Yeah,
crash out wind down about 11:30, sleeping by 12:30.
But still up early as fuck.
Up at 5:30.
Yeah.
Dad thing, man.
I think it's just came from being young and like you don't want to miss nothing. You know, like when you're sleeping, you're missing out on things. So it's like I don't want to miss nothing, and it's like I probably should sleep in because all I'm gonna miss is work. You know? Fucking who wants to go do that?
Fuck.
Not me. So anyway, started following you because you were building all these cool bikes. A lot of fucking shovel heads. A lot of them. But you're fucking, as I mentioned in that first episode, dude, you're wiring. Like, I think that's why I started following you. I think, like, maybe someone posted something and I was like, let me check out this guy. And then you had the fucking accent, and then, like, it probably in your story was, like, some fucking just OCD perfect wiring. Like, how'd you get started doing bikes?
Come back to me with a different question, man. So it's funny because I bought my first Harley Davidson in 2002. I got laid off from my big ass corporate job, right? And
So you get laid off. You're
So
like,
I
I should spend money.
I got laid off, and then I
love
bought a
it.
6-pack, and I got drunk, and I woke up in the morning. I'm like, they gave me like $15,000. I'm gonna go buy a Harley Davidson. So I drove up to Wyoming. That was back in the day when you had to. Back in the day, I'm old. You had to put your name on
Yeah.
You had to put
Finally, I'm not the oldest one.
Yeah.
You're a little bit older than me.
You got more gray than I do.
I got a lot of gray. I have more kids than you.
Maybe.
This dude does drive around naked around the whole country.
Yeah. Just spreading your seed like Johnny. Just spraying out in every state.
So you had to put your name on a waiting list.
In 2002, you still had to do that?
Yeah. So I drove up to Wyoming, Cheyenne, Wyoming, because that was, you can get it from MSRP instead of an uptick in
Right.
Denver. So I got up there and I'm like, I want a Fat Boy. I want fuel injected. I want a diamond ice. I want an alarm system.
So you'd be perfect for this magazine that contacted
Yeah,
you.
yeah. So they called me like 3 weeks later, like, hey, we got a Fat Boy in. This guy decided against it, but it's black. It's carburetor. Doesn't have a bleepity bloppity bloop blop on it. And I'm
I
like,
got one of those right behind you.
yeah, and I'm like, I'll be right there. So my buddy put me on the back of his Buell Cyclone. Buell Blast? The big one.
I don't have any
in
idea
February
about
of
fuels.
2020. Oh fuck.
In February 2002? In
Yes, you got
Denver?
it. In
Even
Denver.
Going to Wyoming?
He drove me to Wyoming. It's fucking cold as fuck.
Dude, you guys were like Dumb and Dumber, but on a bigger bike.
I had my hands tucked in his pockets, my face up against his neck, and I'm like, I wasn't cold until I got there and I got my bike, and I'm like, they didn't even fill up the gas. I didn't get a fucking t-shirt.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I pull out of there and I'm like, I've never driven a fucking hog before.
Right.
I mean, maybe 1 or 2 times, but.
Leaving the bar late night.
Yeah. So I pull out and I'm like,
we all
holy
have.
shit. So we take the back way all the way to Denver. So it's, probably 2 hours, but it's February. It's dark. It's 10 degrees. It's snowing. So we're stopping every 25 miles and
That's crazy.
eating pizza, eating Subway, stopping there. And I got home and I sat in the shower. I'm like, oh. And then I'm like, I got a Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
Got myself a leather jacket, and I said, I'm not going to be one of those guys who gets a big old beard and tattoos.
Did you not have any tattoos at that time?
I had 2 bullshit ones.
Okay.
Yeah,
Couple
yeah.
small tattoos.
Yeah, no.
So
grew up
Now you're a fucking.
Then you
dude
were
with a
like,
big
well, I can
beard.
ride my Harley to the tattoo shop.
Yeah.
That's a little ride for
Then
you.
I went to
Yeah.
Sturgis that first year, and I'm like, that guy's tough. He's cool. He's got all the chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing happened to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Shit, still happening to me.
yeah,
I think
in
pretty
my
much
life.
everything we do is to make chicks happier, right? To impress
Yes, sir.
chicks.
Yeah. My chick's super tatted up. So like, and I think when I only had like maybe this piece on my forearm and maybe something over here, and then I had already planned on getting them anyway. But like, she had a bunch, so it's like I gotta like get more, But my buddy too, Justin's like killer, and cool dude. So that helps when you know somebody.
Yep.
And then he kind of started doing some other shit, and I don't even know where to get a tattoo, because that was the guy where I got tattoos from.
Did you have to get a new guy?
I haven't yet, but the first tattoo I ever got, that dude's got his own shop, and so I've been thinking about like coming full circle and going back to the first guy who ever tattooed me. Wow. Because other than him, it's just been my homie. Out of shops, like
What?
not out of basement, but
What did you end up doing anything with that bike, or just?
I still have it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
no
so
way.
shit.
Yeah,
How many
I-
miles are on it?
It says 50,000 on the odometer, but that thing broke a couple times.
Yeah.
That's the one I got hit on though. So
What year is it? 2002.
2002, Fat Boy.
So did that?
Never touched anything except put a little chrome on it.
Oh really?
Put some 18-inch wheels on with.
Don't
all
them
the-
like cam bearings, weren't those like bad on them like the early twin cams or something? Did
So
you
I
ever do
fixed that right away. Yeah.
Okay.
Cam chain
So you
tensioner.
did do something to it.
That was the only thing I did. Never.
All right.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see because it seems like everybody says like that's what you need to do,
You have to do that.
and I just wondered if you did that.
Yeah, I did that. But most of it was stock, and I just wanted that to go with that cholo look, big old ape hangers, chrome,
Yeah.
Sparkies, and Sparkies. What the fuck is that?
I don't know, but I was
Whatever
agreeing.
he's smoking is getting into my brain.
Dude, the fucking one episode with Garrett, you'll see me in the video. I'm ducking it. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I think I was super nervous that day. I was
So
like,
you want him to fucking kill me?
No, I don't know. I just get really high when I get scared. So
That's the worst like fight or flight experience ever.
well, I'm only high. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah, I guess.
if I be more me, maybe I'll be okay. So
So maybe that's why we clicked on Instagram. My first Harley was a Fat Boy too,
Yeah.
carbureted.
Oh, such a beautiful bike.
Yeah.
And if that's the old Steed. Like, no matter what was going on or like all the broken bikes, that baby was just ready to rock
Ready
and
to
roll.
rip. That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. I
And
built
until
mine.
some guy hit me on it.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's the
Is
bike.
that the one you got hit on?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was like 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah. In
2020.
2020.
How
When was
bad?
when did this bullshit start? 2020.
2020.
Yeah, so I took it off. I took I went on a 2 or 3 week trip on it right in the height of the pandemic. And went up to the Pacific Northwest down into along the one. Is the 101? The one.
I don't know.
Fuck, I don't know. I don't know roads, but
I know where one town is
yeah.
over there.
So I came back and
Sandy, Oregon.
yeah, I think I was up there.
That's where I have a friend who lives there. That's your phone.
Yeah, let me turn it
Yeah.
on. Sorry.
So I was actually only a mile from my house,
Garrett.
maybe actually a quarter mile from my house. Coming home, I had to work at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And was coming down to this intersection. This dude in a crotch rocket blew past me. And I'm like, that guy's going fast. I was going 25 miles an hour, and I could see the stoplight, which is 1 block from my house.
Right.
And so I was cruising probably 20, 25 miles an hour, and traffic was stopped up. And then this dude just tried to cut the gap. He didn't see me and fucking pulled.
Oh, man.
And I held the bike up, and I looked down, and my leg was snapped this way. And I laid the bike down. And I'm like, fuck.
So you broke your leg?
Yeah. Yeah. But I mostly fucked up my ankle, and I shattered a bunch of bones down in there, and they had to clean them out with. So, what's going on? Oh.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
You need to move my van?
I'll just take his truck.
You sure?
Are these your truck keys?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Have fun.
Take the van.
Just going to do a bank robbery.
Hell yeah.
Banks are closed. Sperm bank.
Well, you should probably need my oxyacetylene tanks then if the bank's closed. Rob a sperm bank?
in through the back, boys.
You think that's ever happened? You know, like how like My Strange Addiction, like people eat
That's
mattresses?
from a movie, isn't it?
You think there's ever been anyone like addicted to like guzzling cum?
Come on,
They
dude.
broke
I heard
into
it's a
sperm
great
bank?
facial moisturizer.
I'm glad I'm not the one that brought that one up.
I'm just saying. You don't ever think about that?
I think about a lot of
Keeps
things.
me up at night.
Oh, God. Yeah. I don't even want to.
So you broke your leg
Yep. So the fucked up thing was
2 years ago.
I'm laying on the ground. This dude gets out of his van or out of his Jeep Cherokee.
Still on the phone.
Still on the phone.
Oh, no shit. I was just
Still
guessing.
on the phone. Looks
I
at
was
me.
just guessing.
Looks at me. Doesn't even say, "Hey, are you okay? What's going on? I'm so
What
sorry."
is wrong with people?
Just looks at me and just keeps talking. Wow. Yeah.
The world.
The other cool thing is there's a couple bums that live right around that corner, and I go and I give them my food on Sundays. I'm rambling, man.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyways,
That's the whole point.
every Sunday I go through my fridge and I clean out all my shit, and I take it down to these two bums and I feed them. And one of the dudes that like picked me up and was holding my head while I was sitting there waiting for the ambulance was one of those
One of
bums
those
that I
cats.
feed. Yep.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense than the fucking asshole caring about
Yeah.
you.
Had my earbuds in, and he picked them up. He's like, "Oh, you got these and who's?"
Damn. Whew.
I remember laying there and that's fucking goddamn headphones. I remember laying there and then the cop's like, "Hey, what's that in your hip?" And I'm like, "That's a gun." She's like, "I got to secure it." So I went to grab it. She's like, "Don't you dare touch it." I'm like,
They shoot you while you're laying there with a broken
like,
leg.
that's some bullshit. So she
Oh,
procured
man.
my weapon. She's like, "I got to procure my weapon." She's like, "Is there one in the chamber?" And I'm like,
What good is it? There
"Yeah.
isn't.
Hold on, criminal. Let me put one in the chamber."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Whew, how long were you out then with a broken leg? What's that fucking, like 8 months or something?
oh, it was bad. I couldn't walk, and this was at the pandemic, so I couldn't have anyone in the hospital.
Oh,
Dude.
God.
Did you get stuck in there?
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
got there like it wasn't that long, but they're like, "Oh, we have to have surgery." So they had to set my ankle that same, right when I came in, and they're like,
Oh, it just sent a chill. up
so
my
they gave me
fucking spine.
something. I was laughing, and they did it. They couldn't put me on. They didn't want to put me under because they thought, "Oh, we're gonna have to have real surgery."
Right. So they want to dose you up and then have
Yeah.
to figure out.
So they gave me nitric oxide or whatever it's called, laughing gas, and they said it. And I'm like, "Fuck!" So I got to watch all that. And then they're like, "Oh, you're gonna have surgery tomorrow, so you can't eat tonight." And then the next day, they're like, "Oh, it's too swollen. You can't have any foods. We're gonna have surgery tomorrow." So this went on for like 4 or 5 days.
So now you're just fasting.
Yeah, and I'm just laying there wasting away, and I refused to turn on the TV, and they kept shutting the fucking door when they come in, and I'm like, "I'm gonna get a hot nurse."
Yeah.
And it's some guy named Steve, fucking Steve, and I'm like, "Can I just fucking catch a break?"
Come on.
Yeah, but they kept shutting the door. I'm like, "Can you please just leave the door open so I can see
that
something?"
was your TV.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a fucking rough.
Fuck
and then
me.
I got home and couldn't walk, and I had to inject my belly with blood thinners for like 15 days because they. So I ended up having surgery like on a Monday or Tuesday.
Right.
And I went home and I'm like, "Oh, now I can't fucking walk, can't exercise, can't ride choppers." Oh, I got to go back up a little bit. So I was coming home from the gym that same day, and I just bought a gun, or I just had a gun delivered. So I was coming home from.
Right.
I went to the gym, and I was coming from the gun store, and this was 90 days to the date that I had hernia surgery. So like I was feeling strong. I'm like singing.
Yeah.
You know, it's probably singing Rocky theme song or whatever. And wham!
How do you
I'm like,
sing that? Just
do-do-do-do-do.
That's how you sing it.
Do-do-do.
I can dig it.
So I was like 90 days coming back, did the squats, my ass is looking good, putting on some weight, wham! And I'm like, oh. And I was supposed to go elk hunting with my buddy Brent Dale that weekend, so I missed my fucking elk season.
Yeah, that's who you went on the trips with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my gay boyfriend.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Did you notice his license plate?
Yep. I saw it after I listened to your first podcast. And I was like, I had to go find him. And I'm like, I want to have something that says I'm gay. The one on my van says Chebby. Cheby.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Chevy.
Chebby. It's a Chebby.
It's a Chevy.
Oh, shit.
It's a Chevy, man.
There's only one kind of van to have, man.
That's what I said on the podcast.
Yeah. It's a Chebby.
Yeah. It makes no sense for me to have anything else.
Do you have van envy?
A little bit. I found one that says pending, and I was going to call the guy today, and then I got fucking busy with just life, and I forgot to call. But it already says pending. And then someone who listened to the episode hit me up, and he was like, I have this van. And I'm like, debating that. But I need to... I got another guy who's supposed to be calling me back, too. So I didn't want to like tell this guy yes on Instagram. And
You'll have one before the year's over. For sure.
But yeah, the one I was looking at is a 79 G10.
Ooh.
And it's pretty sweet.
Is it a shorty?
It's the one I showed you.
The one with the original paint job on it still?
Ooh.
Window van.
Yeah.
Panel? Windows.
It's got windows, but
That's
it's
okay.
But it's
pretty
got the
cool.
horizontal windows.
They looked a little bigger.
One looked like
The
maybe
one
it was
side.
remade. It looked like maybe the dude put like 2 sunroofs in it too or something. But it looked pretty clean.
Still have the carpet in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the back seat has like, it looked like maybe somebody got real hungry and took a bite out of it.
We'll put this up on the video.
No, don't.
But yeah,
don't,
those original
don't
stripes
put that
are
up
sweet.
on the video.
Yeah. I like those running boards.
Not his
got the
phone
phone
number. Not his phone
I
number.
don't want them to fucking call.
Yeah, I wouldn't even touch this paint job, man. The old paint jobs like that, just fucking run them.
Yeah, I would
seal it again.
Have you seen that shit
Like,
they sell?
give
That's
it a
like
wet sand and seal.
It's for that. It's basically clear coat that you wipe on.
That wipe on.
What is that shit? Is that a
See
gimmick?
what it does in 10, 15 years and then try it.
Yeah,
man, you know?
that seems like a gimmick. Have you seen
Seems
that?
like a gimmick.
It's like
Anything.
a wax, but it's actually clear coat for like patinaed paint. Like, why wouldn't you just clear it?
You could clear it flat.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't you just clear it?
Yeah, or just leave it because
Is
it's
that
already,
for people who don't?
it's already 25 years old.
Right. Well,
That math's bad. 40 years old.
Shit, probably.
Did I say 80?
I just keep thinking
79.
like
So yeah,
20 years ago was the 70s, but it's not.
I think 20 years ago was like I was 15, and that holds up. Well, 21, 20, 19. Fuck.
Let's
this
not talk
math,
about age.
dude.
We're going to bore everyone out there in podcast world.
Podcastville. Should we tell them what we're gonna call our fans, or is that just between me and you?
What's that?
Yes, mommy.
The Garretts.
Oh, yeah, we did come up with a name for our fans.
Yeah.
The Sometimes
There's
Chopper.
There's 2 Garretts that listen to the episode like right away.
They were both
Yeah.
really
But they're
good.
both our
We're
friends.
really good friends with them too. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
talk to both of them every day. So it's
Right.
sometimes we don't realize which one we're fucking talking about.
Right. So there's like Michigan Garrett and Ohio Garrett.
Detroit Garrett.
So when you had released it, you sent me the messages on Facebook, Instagram, and Pigeon Carrier. Like, hey, you better listen to that fucking
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'm in my van. I'm going to listen to it.
You jumped on it. Like, yeah, I think maybe did you click the link that was on April Fool's? Did you get fooled?
No.
Did you get rickrolled?
No, because
Never gonna give you up.
I rickrolled a few people. So I said the podcast is out now, and link, and it just said like fucking Sometimes Chopper podcast. Well, when you clicked on it, it went to fucking Never Gonna Give You Up on YouTube on April 1st.
how does that song go?
Never
Lift
gonna
you up.
yeah, never gonna
Say-
make you cry. Never gonna turn around and hurt you. Yeah.
Never gonna say goodbye. Hi. Special cameo.
Yeah.
I sent a picture of me drinking this old Milwaukee to my uncle.
Yeah.
He's loving. He's like, "Where are you?"
Dude, he brought that over when I put the starter in for him.
Yeah, I figured that was a beer that you would like around here. I had camouflage already on it.
That's
Yeah.
good etiquette.
So-
You ever go to someone's house to ask for some help? You bring them some beers.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
I don't
That's
think
gonna-
a lot of people know about
That's
this
gonna
rule.
make the first 10 minutes very awkward.
Dude,
if like
anywhere.
if no, like that, this guy's like gonna like, oh, I guess I'm cracking my own beers. Okay,
Yeah.
but no, yeah, for sure. If you're going to a homie's house and he's helping you out,
I didn't even
fucking
drink
favor,
any that night.
bring your goddamn case
But
of beer.
it was nice that you had them because I drank them later.
It makes
And
you
we're
smile
still
when some
drinking 'em
people
now.
show up and
You know
like,
what? I didn't
Dude.
even drink that night. I just brought them for you.
Yeah, it's just good etiquette. Even like you came over and I knew I was going to give you something. And like Ohio Garrett came up with his lady in summer, and I gave them stuff to take home. I gave Garrett some stuff to take home when he last came. It's just
I got
like,
some,
you know,
all I brought for
Especially
you was a hug.
people you don't see all the
That's the
time.
best.
You know, it's like here you go. Like,
Yeah.
take this thing that I know you will fucking enjoy.
My life
You
is
know,
full of
whatever it
things
is.
that I own. That
I gave you a van
would be
that what day
a lot
I
cooler.
put your starter on, didn't I?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah. But see, that's what I mean. Like everything you own, it would be cooler if somebody else owned it.
It makes you feel good.
Oh, but you
giving
gave
shit
me
away.
a poster.
Yeah.
See?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, the Esham poster.
Yeah.
I did. I gave you a piece of me.
Yeah.
Little piece of my
he
heart.
gave me an Esham poster, super rare. And the day he shows up, I'm wearing an Esham hat. The next time he comes over here, he brings me this Chevy thing he painted.
I like that.
And I'm wearing a Chevy hat that day. No joke, dude.
Just gotta start wearing hats of things you want gifts.
Can you
Now you need a Rolex shirt.
That's good. That took me a second.
I don't know what I'm wearing today.
That's putting it out to the universe.
Stroh's hat.
Trost.
Stroh's.
Fred Trost.
It's my favorite beer.
Practical Sportsman. Did you guys
Fred
get that
Trost.
in Wisconsin?
Nope.
I think that
They
was just
don't.
a Michigan
I always
thing.
bring. I always bring Stroh's to Milwaukee every time.
No,
I
not
go.
Stroh's. Fred Trost.
Oh, Fred Trost.
If you look
Outdoor Club.
close, this is a Fred Trost Sportsman patch sponsored by Trost.
I don't know who that fucking guy is.
Fred Trost?
No.
Dude, Michigan Outdoors.
I know
Back
Fred
when
Bear.
we didn't have cable and like all you had was a couple fucking channels you could maybe get if you.
Did you have one of those televisions where you had to push the clicker and then it would spin through? Click, 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 click,
No,
click, click, click.
but
I did.
I know old
in
people
my
who
grandma's
called the
basement.
remote a clicker, and I never knew why.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why
what
it
it
That's
is.
clicks.
why.
We had a dial TV still in our house, where,
Yeah, I had that. Yep.
and I'd watch Cartoon Network and all that.
We
shit.
didn't get cable till a long time, so Fred Trost was it was a hunting
Dude,
show.
that
on
TV
PBS
actually-
or whatever, or WKRQRTR, Channel 19 or whatever it is, you know.
What was
That-
that rock and roll show that was based in Detroit? WKRP?
WLLZ.
Oh, that was in Cincinnati?
I don't know. He would know that.
WLLZ was the Detroit one, but
No, it was a
WK
television show about a radio show.
No, I
WKRP
I was thinking about a real
in
radio
Cincinnati.
show.
No, that's not how it goes at all.
I know what you're talking about, though. Vaguely. So, where we at here? So then you had the Fat Boy.
Yep.
Shut the fuck
This
up.
is the
That was a while ago.
No,
I
this
like
is the
it.
beautiful part of the show.
Dude, listen.
Dude, listen. When I'm
Dude,
listening
listen.
to podcasts, if they don't like circle back at some point, then it's like I also forget, and then I'm like, oh, I'm a bummer.
But
So,
then there's other times where too, I'm like, that was the only thing I was waiting to hear, and then they start talking about.
Right.
I'm like, God,
That's the beauty of
what was I waiting to hear?
us fucking just talking.
I'm so fucking high that I'm not even.
Still?
Oh, for sure.
So then, how do you go from a fucking fat boy buying a brand new leather at Harley Davidson to having all these cool fucking shovel heads and cool fucking bikes?
Oh, because I started riding that Fat Boy everywhere. And I had saddlebags on it. And
I
would
put
go-
hard bags on mine.
Yeah, I put
I put hard
happened.
bags on the soft tails.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
fucking right over
So
there.
I bought all the gear, and I fucking was going to biker bars and being like, "What's up?" And I met two of my best friends at biker bars.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Curtis and Richie. So what's up, Curtis, Richie?
Yeah.
So I was going all over this place, and then I went to Sturgis, and I started going to all these chopper shows, and I'm like, my bike is fucking. That hits everyone, I think. At one point, you're like,
yeah. Oh, I was geeked about the Fat Boy, and then
Yeah.
I was like, this is fun, and then like a year later, I was like, I want a fucking chopper.
Boo.
Yep. Once you get that chopper, bitch, you're like, oh.
God. And then those guys, whenever they pull up on you, they feel bad about standing around their own bikes. It's like the coolest bike in the world until they get around your bike, you know. Then they're like, oh man, Where'd you get this thing?
So you're like right outside of Denver where you're at over there?
No, I'm smack dab in Denver.
Oh, you're in Vanessa. And you're like in Detroit. So there's like the chances you guys seeing other choppers is pretty high because you're in like a very populated place, right? There's no choppers near me.
No, yeah.
Like
need to fix that.
I'm at like a stoplight and the car next to me is like taking pictures of me and I'm like, this is just a fucking Sportster. It's happened multiple times, but it's like they don't see that shit. You know what I mean? Like the only other choppers are like maybe some dude's got like a big dog or something. You know what I mean? Like a manufactured
some silly Orange County
big fat
thing.
tire.
Yeah. There's one dude out in Owasso that I ran into at a Bagger Leather Daddy fucking event.
Yeah. It's got some like
We're
crazy.
friends on Instagram now.
You got
So we'll probably
Thursday
hang
bike
out.
nights here?
Fridays.
Fridays
We're popping up. Actually, Thursdays I think is Scooters in Fenton. My uncle goes to that a lot.
Yeah, you should.
Which I want to ride over there.
You should
But
ride over there.
Thursday's like a hard day because it's the weekday. I got to work in the morning.
Thursdays, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I was going to the one on Fridays out in the pier where that magnet came from.
Fucking magnets, son.
Yeah.
How do they work, baby?
Yeah, so you're just riding around going to Sturgis and
And then
shit.
I'm like, I gotta get a
Mentioned
chopper.
it,
I gotta get a chopper. And then, fuck.
What was the first one?
Oh, the first one was a failure.
Oh, yeah? Was it Ironhead?
It's yeah, it is. No, so
You listening, Ohio Garrett?
no, so I mean, it's not the same way, but when I was a kid, my dad had this Ironhead Sportster, and it was all raked out, and he had a king and queen seat, and he would take me to baseball diamond. He'd play softball, and I remember him and my mom on it, and they pulled up one night, and they were all a little bit tipsy, and they fucking smashed it in the backyard. And then one, he's like, anytime you can get this bike started, you can run it.
Okay.
So I would go out there and
Challenge
kick it
accepted.
over. Yeah, I would go out there and kick it over and kick it over. I could never get it started and bust up my
Neither could he.
Yeah, bust up my shit. No, he was pretty fucking badass. You can get him
Right.
2 or 3 kicks. And then it just disappeared. He put it in the shed and it just sat.
That was it.
Yeah, that was it. He got old and he's just like, I don't chop
So
it
you
no
went and
more.
rescued that.
No, so he said, if I ever get a new Harley Davidson, you can have the Sportster. So sometime along the road, my mom and I got this idea in her head, and we bought him a brand new Heritage. So that must have been 2004, 2005. It was for one of his big birthdays, 50,
Right.
55, or one of those.
Right.
So I conned him in. I'm like, hey, Dad, come out and see me. This is right when Chopper started taking off. So I said, bring that Sportster out, and I'm going to give it some life. And then he brought the Sportster out, and we were having a little party at my house and cooking dinner and cooking on the grill. And I'm like, Dad, go flip the burgers. And my neighbor had the bike. And so we rolled it around, and he came out, and he's like, what the fuck's this? And I'm like, happy birthday, motherfucker.
Damn.
That was like, it was a pretty good story. Like, he had a little chill fucking.
Right.
That was the last time I did anything cool. So I got my dad into riding again. So he's still riding all over, putzing around, but
Fuck yeah.
he's really worried about the weather. He's like, oh, it's gonna rain.
Yeah.
But so now he bought a second.
sounds.
He bought a second Evo.
Really?
So that was a twin cam, but then he went and bought another. So he's got two
That's
Heritages.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I got that 98 carbureted, and then my dad has a 98 Ultra Classic fuel injected Evo.
Yeah.
And we rip around.
So then one night in Curtis's garage, we brought the bike over and we cut it all up, and we're gonna weld a hardtail on it and do all this work. And
And you never did
I
anything
took
like
it
that
all. I
before?
took it all apart, and I'm like, I don't fucking know how to put it back together. So that's how I got into motorcycles. I was like, I got to figure out how to fucking put some things together.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Dad's bike, dude.
Yeah,
you got to
so-
put that together.
Yeah, so it's still in piles, but the tail's been welded. The hardtail's been welded on. I fucking did a top end on it. My buddy honed the cylinders,
Okay.
so it's ready to rock and roll. I just have to assemble it
Put
now.
it back together now.
Yeah, but then
Well, maybe he'll have another birthday coming up, and you give it back to him running, dude.
here you go. Yeah, here you go. So now I kind of wish I wouldn't even fucked with it,
Right.
but that's in hindsight.
Yeah.
So it's still sitting there on my bench, and every day I see it, and then I keep fucking with all these other motorcycles. And my dad calls me up. He's like, "What you doing?" And I'm like, assembling a motorcycle. And he's like, "When are you going to assemble my motorcycle?"
Damn, so he knows.
Yep. So the first
thinking
bike I
about
built
it.
was like you. I did a Sportster chopper.
Was that the one that maybe had like a Miller High Life handle on it, or was it that not the? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Her
remember
name
you
was
selling
Little.
it.
Her name was Lil Puta.
Okay.
Yep. And my mom said, yes, mommy. So I had it engraved on the seat, and it said Lil Puta. My mom's like, what does that mean? In Spanish, it means little whore, little slut. And I'm like, it just means little friend, Mom. And I rode that fucker everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. I love that thing. Jockey shifted, I slammed it. It was low off the ground. So it was little like this. But
Right.
I rode that shit to California, Sturgis like 5 times, and it just started beating the shit out of me. And I'm like, and I got a shovel head, and I'm like, I'm over that bike.
Yeah.
And then it just started to be like, it was the wave of
anymore.
Sportsters. I mean, they were everywhere, and every Sportster chopper looks like every other Sportster chopper. And I'm like, mine doesn't. So I'm like, I'm going to piece it out and just, it's time to grow up and put some big boy pants on.
Yeah, I'm about there.
But
Soon enough.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if the deal comes along. See, I just don't know anything about them, so I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what the value is. You know what I mean? I think I've sent a few to you where you're like, go buy that. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
a few phone calls away from.
should I?
yeah. So it's like real estate. They're not making any more.
Right. Yeah. True.
Right. So even if you buy it and you hold it on for a little while, I mean, you're always going to have your money in it, out of it.
Yeah, that's what that one dude said. Don't buy assets that don't make money.
Yep. So keep that one, and then get a shovel head.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, I don't want to sell any bikes.
Yeah.
Ever. You know what I mean? It's like, well, how could I sell that? It's the first bike I built. And then it's like, how could I sell that one? Me and my dad built it together.
Yeah.
How many more bikes are we going to build together?
And there's no money to sell it, right?
Just keep them in the family.
Well, you see some people like asking, dude, I seen an iron head for $5,000 on Marketplace the dude wanted. Or trade for a fucking truck.
Was it mint condition, never ever touched, 69 or newer?
No.
Clapped out?
Yeah. It was in Flint.
Yeah.
I was just like, what?
Yeah.
But I've been seeing some like super bagger fucking full dressers for pretty cheap Evos.
Oh,
And I'm like almost tempted
Let
to
me
go.
see your shoes.
I got some Thoro goods on.
Hey, do you know that they're made in 30 miles from my hometown?
I didn't know that, but I know they're made in America.
Yeah.
And anybody who I work with who doesn't have American-made boots on, I give them shit all day long. Because I'm like, dude, the company pays for our boots. Go get whatever boots you want. Why are you buying these fucking Chinese pieces of shit? Yeah.
Rock and roll.
I've never got those ones. Are those the tobacco?
The Heritage Classics.
Okay. These are the Black Boys, but I have like 2 or 3 pairs in boxes.
Yeah,
they
who
get
doesn't?
They get them for you every year.
So it's like the mathematical equation for how many motorcycles do you need. You can still apply it to boots.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know the mathematical equation?
No.
How many motorcycles do you need?
I don't
It's
know.
scientific.
Ooh,
Let me show this to you.
bust out the math.
The number of motorcycles you need, the mathematical equation is n plus 1, where n equals the number of motorcycles you have now.
Okay.
So you always need one more.
Exactly right.
Plus 1.
Yep. N plus 1.
That is like my fucking boots.
The thing is, I get the new ones, and I don't know that these are worn out yet. So I don't put them on. You know what I mean? I like them worn in, not worn out.
Yeah, it's once the top is worn in perfectly, you're like, oh, it's so good. And then you look at the bottom, you're like, I could get them resold.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's a guy in Saginaw who does that.
Yeah.
Still around. The first sign I ever painted downtown Detroit was on a old shoe cobbler guy's windows and doors.
What a cool
And it
title
just
that
now
is.
finally fucking burnt. Like, I'm pretty sure he set it on fire. It's next door to the Conies. You know where the Conies are in the triangle?
Yeah.
The next business over to the right was the shoe dude. And that just caught on fire during COVID, conveniently.
But Cobbler. That's
The
such
Cobbler,
a
yeah.
cool title.
I've had a couple of pair
cobbler.
of boots
Yeah. Hey, I'm a cobbler.
resold. It feels
Although-
good to get a pair of boots resold, too. Like,
That's an American art.
you feel good about it when
Yeah.
you get them back. Like, you didn't give up on them, and now you got a whole other couple of years out of them.
Yeah, that's
Right.
bad. So we're such a
That's
throwaway at everything society.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
time.
Fuck that.
Big time.
I hate throwing anything away.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like on the first episode, I was talking about
Hoarder.
Levi's aren't made in America anymore. These are Levi's. They're made in America. I should have bought fucking 2 or 3 pairs when I bought these.
They stopped
5 years ago is when I got these. I've been wearing them like almost every fucking day. And they're just now, one belt loop broke. I just got to resew it. And I barely have a little bit of a
You mean your
hole
wife's
in
got
the
to
back
resew it,
pocket.
right?
No, I'll sew it. I'll sew it. She fucking sews way better. Like when we were making those mini bikes.
Yeah, I saw.
She recovered the seat. Like she sewed hers up literally 15 minutes maybe.
Yeah, how
I had
much is
already taken my seat apart, so like the old one, so I kind of had a template.
Yeah.
So that like helped her along, but it took me 2 days to do mine because the first one I did, I didn't fucking like it. I was trying to use that bead around the edges. I forget what it's called now.
Oh,
Bead.
Yeah, you know, the bead. It's
Yeah.
got a little bit of
Yeah,
fabric.
like
so you can
nylon.
put two pieces
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
And it looks nice. And so I tried doing that, and it just fucking, I don't know. And then I also tried putting stitches like my chopper seat is across it. And fucking, I didn't know what I was doing. And so like the bobbin wasn't fucking working right. So then the stitch was just like pulling out and sticking up. And then I just fucking, it was like late, and I trashed it. Well, actually, I was going to keep it. And I woke up in the morning and I was looking at it and she was still sleeping and I was looking at her seat sitting there.
looking fucking perfect.
And I was like,
Oh,
fuck it.
you had seat envy.
I'm gonna just do it the same way she did it. You know?
Son of a bitch.
And then she woke up while I was still like working on it. And then I was like, hey, how did you put them? Because then I was getting confused because you got the piece that's like a U shape. And then you got the top piece. I'm like, how did you hold these together?
What the fuck,
to
babe?
like,
How?
and then you flipped it inside out. I couldn't like figure it. My brain was just dead. She's like, I'll show you. And so she should have just. But now I know, so I guess that's good. But like, she kills it with sewing. She sews all kinds of shit.
I got a sewing machine when I was like 15. Asked for one, like I fucking needed one in the
Explained
basement.
your license plate.
Well, it was. We were like fucking the most punkest punk kids ever.
I got
So this is like now you can go buy pants that are skinny and shit,
right.
you know. But like you had to either find pants that were really really old and peg legged, or I fucking just sewed my own jeans and just pegged my own jeans myself. So I was
Speaking
like,
of
Ma, I need a
pegging.
fucking
Yeah, I was like, man, you are.
Ma, I need my. That's the term you use. I know that term for a jean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different
But
term
yeah,
now.
so I was like, I need a
know.
fucking sewing machine.
Okay.
But sure as shit, you know,
Well,
we looked cooler than anybody.
I remember.
Still do.
Like, you know,
Debatable.
my dad's like, you know, a man's fix anything. And one day I came down, he was like fixing his jeans, and I was like, you can sew? And he was like, you should be able to do fucking everything.
No man
and not
may
ask
want to
anyone
admit
for
it,
fucking
but-
help. And I was like, oh, okay. So I guess sewing's all right then.
Yeah.
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 So I know how to sew.
You know how to sew.
Yeah.
I probably couldn't fucking now. I wouldn't
Threading
even-
the bobbin's a little weird. I just bought a Husqvarna sewing machine last year at an estate sale.
How many horsepower?
Fucking real nice one, dude. Yeah, they go for like $600,
Is it an
$700.
end table one that like folds down?
No.
folds
It's
in?
just like it's got like the walking foot attachment.
Oh, okay,
and,
okay.
You know, so you can do like some heavier
some
shit
shit,
with
yeah.
it. Yeah, it's got program things on the side. I ended up going back. It was a 2-day sale. I went back the next day, and everything was half off, except for the fucking sewing machine. And then I just whined like a little bitch and told them like my wife's gonna punch me when I get home, and she won't feed me for a week if I don't come home with this thing. And then they were like, you know.
And now you're just still
They
sitting
gave
on it.
they gave me a deal, yeah. And so I brought it home and I was like, check it out, because she went to the sale the first day.
Do you practice in front of a mirror what you're going to say to them? You're like,
No, I just off the top, yeah. Because you got to read them. You got to read the situation. You know what I mean? That's why you can't message someone on Marketplace and be like, "Oh, I got $4,000. I know you want 5." You got to go there. You got to see what they got in their garage. You got to have a common ground with them. You
Yeah.
got to fucking swap a little bit of stories. You got to make them feel like their stories are the greatest things you ever heard without letting them know that they're not. You know what I mean?
Yep,
You just got to
yep.
get along with people and find that common ground. Then you got to be like, "Here's the deal, dude."
I brought this much cash.
No. What you do is you put this much cash in your right pocket,
Oh,
and
for-
this
yeah.
much cash in your left pocket, and this much cash in this pocket.
3.
And so you know which pocket, and you might have to pull from 2 pockets, but you can at least pull out your money and be like, this is all I got, you know. And if they're like, man, if you Or if you come to a deal, you don't pull out any extra money because
Yep.
you might have told the store where you ain't got no extra money. So you know you got to go to the back pocket and the front right pocket. And that's exactly how much you pay.
And then if you're really, really into it, you got to go to the sock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes. Or sometimes you leave it in the console of the truck.
I do that.
And then you can count it out a little bit. Yeah. You know, that's kind of if you're coming in unprepared, though. Usually I know what I want to pay, and you can't be afraid to walk away either. And a lot of times I'll be like, hey, you know what? I got 120. If you want to do it for that, no big deal, man. You'll definitely get your money because it's worth more than that. But I'm just telling you, that's what I got. Wish we could have came to an agreement. Too bad we can't.
I always like to start out with, I don't want to offend you, but I'm going to give you a third of what you want.
Yeah. You don't tell them the third thing, but you say, or you don't say nothing. And they're like, throw me an offer. And you're like, I don't want to upset you, man. You look like you're having a good day. You ain't going to upset me. And then you hit them with the fucking low blow. And then they come back with a little bit higher. And then you end up paying what you wanted.
Yep.
You know? So, but I've walked away several times and left without it. Or walked away and they go, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to look at this thing anymore.
Yeah.
And you're like, sweet.
You're here. You got that much cash.
Right.
They always
Start
pull that
showing
shit
them
like,
cash.
well, there's 2 other people coming to see it at 3:32 and 4:46, and I'm like,
Well, yeah, if they take it.
call me at 4:49.
Right. Yeah, if they take it, good for them. If not, give me a shout. This is what I got.
What's the last thing you bought? The mini bikes?
My mini bike.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got that van cart
It was
last month for off Craigslist or something.
Yeah, dude, you got that for a steal.
I know.
Craigslist
Big
is still
time.
big up here in the Midwest. It's gone in Denver.
It's hard, man. It's kind of not. It is a little bit, but I don't know. When I bought that
Hit or
V-Rod,
miss.
Yeah.
you remember that?
I'm gay.
You remember when I bought that V-Rod? I wanted to put that on Craigslist because I didn't want anyone who knew me knew know that I owned
I
it.
like how you texted me right after you bought it. Like, hey, look what I bought. I'm like, I knew you were gay.
And I tried to put it on Craigslist, and they were like $5 fee for vehicles. And I was like, fuck you.
$5 to make 5,000. You have to spend.
No, you get nothing. You were always free. You can't. If you would have came in, I used to be $10, and now I'm $5. But you can't go from free to now you want money.
Yeah.
I couldn't get with it. I was
Marketplace
like, fuck
killed them.
this, dude. They did. And a lot of people have horror stories, but like, I've always doubt. I guess it depends on where you live, probably. If you're close to a big city, maybe it sucks.
Craigslist is dead.
Out here, it's pretty.
Old people still can get on with Craigslist. They're like, I can post one picture this way. My dad calls me. He's like, hey, how do I post to Facebook? And I'm like, you're posting to Facebook every day. You same thing with Marketplace. You just pushy, clicky.
Oh, my dad will call me. My fucking Marketplace ain't working. When I look at a listing, it's only got one picture and I can't swipe. I've gotten that call so many times. Like, what did I tell you last time? Well, you told me to just turn off the fucking iPad and turn it back on. All right, did you do that? No. I'm like, well, fucking, why are you calling me then?
Yeah.
Do that and then call me. It's the same way he would treat me if I called him about fucking my truck not working or something. You know what I mean? Fucking Jesus.
Did you read the fucking manual?
But yeah, I bought that mini bike, and I think I paid $140 for it.
It's the only thing I don't have right now is a mini bike in my garage.
But I just bought the frame.
Or a fucking shovelhead.
Yeah.
So that's how I got into shovelheads because I was riding my Sportster everywhere, and all of a sudden I ended up at big boy clubs. I rode to Born Free and all these cool chopper parties, and I'm like,
Born Free's doing a Sportster event this year.
Of course they are.
They were looking for people to submit photos of their Sportster.
Well, they're trying to get more chicks to come out.
Yeah, I always call them Sportsters now. Look at that Sportster. So I pull up on my Sportster, and I felt all these guys are coming up in their pan heads, their shovel heads, and here I am.
Right.
On my Sportster.
It's an Evo.
Yeah. But fuck it, you shouldn't even give a fuck.
Oh, I don't care.
Yeah, I used to give fucks, and now I don't give
I like
a fuck.
shitting on myself for owning a Sportster.
I will pull up in a fucking goddamn Vespa.
Yeah.
Because they don't know what I got in my garage.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody ever knows.
Yeah, I think you're your worst critic.
100%.
Fucking totally can be.
Yeah.
Fuck.
For sure.
But that's exactly how it happened, because I'm riding my Fat Boy now. I'm coming to chopper parties, and I'm like, Fat Boy, there's not even a jockey shift on this shit.
Yeah.
I thought about doing that on this.
You should.
I probably should.
Once you go jockey, you never go back.
I've got it set up on mine right now, or it's fab.
Yeah,
it's ready to
and
be. I
you
just a couple.
Go over to
of,
Reese's or something.
Yeah, Reese whipped up some arms for me to.
It's so badass because you
Bolts on
actually
the primary cover.
it's adventurous to ride like this.
Right.
I dug it. I was right when it started to snow when I put it on, or when we set it up, and I knew I wasn't gonna stop riding anytime soon. And I wasn't. I was like, you know what, dude, I'm not gonna fucking run this in this crazy weather right now.
Yeah,
I got it.
That's a little
It's
death
pretty
wish.
much set up to where I need it to. I just need to adjust a couple of things. So I was just waiting for it to get warm, and then I'll set it back up.
Yeah, the first bike I built, that Sportster, we finished it 2 days before Sturgis, and then I didn't know how to ride a jockey, and I rode to Sturgis and didn't have a kickstand. So
How
I
far
had
is Sturgis from Denver?
Fucking far, man.
no, it's not that bad.
It's like
Probably 350 miles.
I was gonna
600 miles. I don't know.
Shit,
350
8,
is
10
not bad.
hours.
Well, one year it took me 4 days to get there.
How many bars did you
Did
stop
you
at
head
in
west and
between?
like loop around?
That's another hooker story.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Got it.
Yeah.
I have none of those.
So it's always about it's always about the journey, not the destination, right?
Right.
Right. You head out. You're like,
That's
I'm
the
gonna
cool
go do
thing.
this. Who cares if it takes you fucking 10 days to get there, as long as you had fun on the way.
Right.
Dude, when you get there, the only thing you're gonna do is stand around and like throw rocks and look at some shit.
Where are you going?
Yeah. You're like, we raced here
You're
for
like,
this,
cool.
stand around, drink some beers, and we're like,
Throw rocks at shit. Dude, I've thought about this many, many times. I've traveled all over this fucking country just to get there and throw rocks at something. That's like one of the first things you kind of do when you get out of the van. It's just like you just check shit out, and then next thing you know, you're just throwing rocks at shit, and you're like, I like this place.
You're blowing my mind right now.
Are you serious?
When I sent you that video, the kids in the creek,
yeah.
we were throwing rocks. Like we got there, we were throwing rocks.
I like how you're like,
Dude.
why are you so scared?
Yeah.
He's like, splash around. He jumped in there like, you never splashed around in no water before.
Throwing rocks is a very important part
I
of
don't know
life
if
that
he's
I've
afraid
only...
he's gonna get yelled at for getting wet or something. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's 5 or 6 of us that have always taken off on road trips, and we'll go as far as Taos. Like it's Taos. It's like you can make it there if you bust on the highways in 4 hours. Right?
There's a
5
hot
hours.
spring there.
Yeah, there's a bunch
that
of
I've
them.
been to.
But it'll take us 2 days, right? Sometimes, and they're like, they always blame it on me. Pablo always wants to stop at the bar. I'm like, there's a bar in the middle of nowhere. We got to check it
what
out.
goes
Yeah.
on in there? That's my favorite shit. That's like when I brought Garrett to that one. Like it's in the middle of like fucking nothing. Like we gotta go there.
That's adventure. Oh, did you see that creek? We should probably pull over and go into that creek.
yeah.
You guys were supposed to be here yesterday. Well, we're here now.
Right.
I'm forgetting the name of that. This cool little bar in Taos is like right on the edge of where you start getting in all those winding ass roads to get down into the fucking valley and shit. But when was it? I feel like I was just out that way, but these last couple of years are going by really fast, but also really slow. I think that was my trip last year, this time of the year, or maybe the year before. I don't fucking remember.
You went out there.
I have
I think I looped out there twice.
I have a problem with
When
time
COVID hit.
perception. I can tell a story, and I'm like, oh yeah, it was just a year ago, and then they're like, it could have been a year ago, or it could have
5 years
been
ago.
12 years ago, or it could have been 2 weeks ago. You're like,
I don't
oh
think
yeah,
it matters as long as you have the story. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
listen.
That's the worst
Dude,
part
this-
about having kids. You tell a story and to someone, and then they're like, they call you on your bullshit, and they're like, "That's not how it happened," and or when it happened.
Oh, when
And
you're
like,
telling the
"Listen."
story to somebody else,
and the kids
the
listen
kids
to it like,
chime in. Oh yeah, for sure. Shut the fuck up. Okay, I sound cool right now.
I'm trying to impress
Like,
my
dude,
friends.
Everybody's laughing. Why are you coming in here with your bullshit, kid?
Well, that's how it was.
No, Uncle Jerry was actually
Yeah.
the one who dropped the hammer on. Well, like
Right.
okay,
Yeah,
fuck
but
off.
it's funnier if the midget did it. You know what I mean? Like, shut up.
Life's about telling stories, man.
Yeah, I think it was 2 years ago. My dad was up at the cabin in the UP, and I called him. I go, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Nothing." I go, "I'm on my way. Pack your shit." He goes, "Pack what shit?" I go, "Pack a bag." Yeah. And I just hung up because me and him never say, "Well, all right, bye, love you," and none of that. It's just blah blah blah, click. You know what I mean? So I took off.
I have a problem with this. I see that on TV shows and movies, and they just hang up. They're like, you didn't say goodbye.
No, my dad never says goodbye.
Huh.
He's just, all right, I'm done. Like, I'm glad, or he'll say, I'm glad you got to talk to me, and hang up. You call him for something.
So what happened with this trip? Where'd you end up going?
So I went up there, and then I wanted to leave the next day, and he was like, no, it's going to fucking rain. Let's go to this auction. Ooh. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll go to an auction. So we went to the auction, and bought a couple small things. He wanted to buy this tractor. He ended up not.
Where's your dad?
Huh?
Where's your dad?
Where is he?
Yeah, how far away?
Right now? Like 10 miles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, I had to go up there. Like,
well, he was up at the cabin. It was like summertime
Oh.
of 2020. Like, pandemic was going on. I was like,
oh, so he's a recluse. He just...
No, he was just up there. Like, the summertime, my parents just go
Yeah.
up north, you know. They're just fucking up there. And
up north.
Yeah, up north there in the UP there. And so we went to the auction, and then the next day we leave, and he's got the Ultra Classic, you know, the fairing boy. And it fucking rains from the half hour after we leave all the way to fucking Wisconsin, which is like a couple hours. And we get to the gas station, and I'm fucking shaking so bad, my fucking coffee's spilling everywhere, and he's just laughing at me like his knees are barely wet. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. He's like, how's that cool no windshield fucking Softail, bud? And I'm like, it's fucking great. But, yeah, what I wanted to do is I wanted to go to Minnesota.
Yeah.
And he was like, why do you want to go to Minnesota? I go,
Never been?
Never been. I want to see what these people are doing.
They got grain belt there.
I go, what goes on in Minnesota, you know? So we went to that auction Saturday. So by the time we get to Minnesota Sunday, you know, we go over that bridge, and then there's a tunnel, and then we're headed north, and we're just like looking for a campground. The first one we pull into, it's all filled up because it's peak pandemic. That's what everybody's doing. And then we find like a state one where you put your money in the thing or whatever. And he had a can of sardines. And I'm like, well, I'll go to the bar and I'll get some fucking wood. I'll get some wood and I'll get some food. I think I just said store. I didn't know there was going to be a bar. But the first thing I seen was a bar. So I pull in there and I'm like, hey, man, I need like a 6-pack of Busch Light and some chips and
beef jerky.
He's like, you can't get no beer. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Sunday.
He's like, it's Sunday. We don't sell beer. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm from Michigan. He goes, okay. I go, well, they sell beer on Sundays in Michigan. I'm from Michigan, so technically we're in Michigan.
Right.
He's like, I can't give you no beer. I can give you one here. And I was like, no, but I need him to go. I'm camping. He was like, I'll give you 3 beers if you buy 2 bags of chips.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna buy
4
I'm gonna buy 10 bags of chips.
Yeah, I was like, well,
give me 18
that's
beers.
what I said. He was like, so I'm giving you 3. So then I rode back with the firewood and 3 beers
and 2 bags of chips.
2 bags of chips. So that was our dinner.
I
like we
whipped
split,
your ass if I was your dad, dude.
I remember the pictures. Yeah.
I'd have pissed in your boots when you were sleeping if you were my kid.
Yeah, and then some dude was he came over to our campsite and he was like, I seen a bear down by the creek. You want to go look at it? I was like, no.
All right, he was the bear. That guy.
Suicide
my
bear
dad looked
was
at
the
me
bear.
because the dude was talking to me, and I look at my dad, and he just looked at me and just starts fucking laughing. And like turns around with the sardines. You know what I mean? So we're splitting the can
I think
of
there's the
sardines.
bear down there by the water.
Yeah, I was like, no, man, I'm good.
There's 2 bears
Wanna
down
come
there.
see it?
There's 2 bears.
Yeah, it was a lot like that. Yeah.
Bitch.
So yeah, we just went all over
Not that there's anything wrong with
Minnesota and just hitting thrift stores.
Yeah.
And estate sales and fucking I was just buying vintage shit.
Yeah.
And fucking I got paid to go on that trip basically.
It's so badass when you just ride and you're
camped
like,
all over.
Yeah. I only take 2-lane highways.
Yeah.
And I just go and I'm like, what's cool around me? So I say, Google, show me some cool shit. And it's like, hey, you should go to Flint and see Ebo Jeebus' garage. And I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, Ebo Jeebus, I'm going to come see your garage.
All right, come see it.
But I like those things, brown signs. So if you ever see a brown sign on the highway, that means fun.
Yeah.
Dude,
Cool
the
shit.
UP's filled with it.
Yeah, historic shit, battlefields, dead bodies, cemeteries,
Yeah.
fire towers. I've climbed up some badass
Yeah,
fire
I've seen
towers.
those, yeah.
Yeah.
I did one of them in West Virginia, and then in Virginia, there's a bunch of those signs with
Yeah.
battlefields and all kinds
Yeah.
of shit.
Oh, there's a fuck
go there
ton.
and you get the energy. You're just like, this is crazy.
I felt like, so I did a big tour through Virginia, and I went to a bunch of battlefields, and I could
Yeah.
like you just picture like what happened right here. Did someone get their guts shot out right here? And he's like, you could feel the ghost
Yeah.
just touching you. You're like, yeah, motherfucker.
It's cool. I like history shit.
Yeah, so do I.
History's fucking awesome. That's one of the museums. As soon as I get to a new town, Want to just check out history shit.
Yeah, I
What
think
the fuck
that's
is this place about?
probably why I like all these vintage things, you know?
Yeah, could
They
be.
got like life in them.
Yeah, like fans and shovel heads.
Yeah, and hats.
You think about the story. Like, think about that chopper. Like, what's the story? Like, not just this one, but
Right.
when you actually do get a real big boy bike.
Yeah.
But think about like where I've taken my
But it's
Sportster,
Sportster
where I took
summer,
my
dude.
chopper, and I'm like, just think about this 70-year-old motorcycle. I'm like, what did it get into?
Right.
What did the dude
What's the
have?
shit going on?
Yeah. How many
How many
slots
old
did he
ladies
put
did
on
he
this
piss
bike?
off
Yeah.
to like be on this bike?
Yeah.
And ditch.
Is
How
there
many
s-
chicks did he pick up on this
Yeah.
bike?
Is there still meth in the tank?
Yeah.
You know?
That shit, like,
Yeah.
I wish you could put in a VIN number and see who've owned some shit. And you're like,
And then go talk
hey,
to
man,
Just
I got
see
your
their
bike.
record, their
Yeah.
see their you could put in the
See
VIN of
their
your
prison
bike,
record.
and you see their fucking
prison
arrest
record.
record. Like, okay, yeah, this guy was cool.
So my shovel head I bought from an old timer in North Carolina. So I'm the second owner. So I got to sit down. And we made the deal at a bar, and so we sat there and drank Jim Beam and talked about all the stuff. So I got a little bit of history on my bike, and he was talking. He talked goofy
God.
as fuck.
Where is he from?
North Carolina.
Yep.
And I had to drive up into the hills to buy it, and it was pouring rain, and I'm like, I found it on Craigslist, and I'm like, I'm in North Carolina working for a year. I don't need another motorcycle. But I'm like, it's my birth year. I gotta go check it out, and it was.
That's where I got screwed.
Yeah, and it was bone stock. Yeah, that fucking. and I'm like,
85.
I'm not gonna.
Nothing cool.
Yeah. You can still. That's first year kind of / Evo.
84.
There might be but there's still
84
some
at both,
there's
but-
some leftover shovels in '85. Pretty
yeah,
sure.
that's like a fucking
Yeah, it's a
diamond
Frankenfuck.
in the rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Just change your birth year to '84 and you're all right.
84 was a good
I
year.
don't want to be any older. 84 did have the cool Softail with
Yeah.
the kick.
I have one.
I almost had one.
How many bikes do you have?
You have one?
Yeah, I bought one right before I left Denver. One of my buddies was posted. He sent me a message like, "Hey man, I got this '84 Softail, first year, blah blah blah," and he's like, "It's got to be wired and it's nearly put together." And I looked at him like, "It ain't nearly put together." And he's like, "How much can I get for it?" And he's like, "I'm like, $3,000 to some motherfucker that
Right.
I'll give you $2,500." And he's
Dang.
like, "Okay,
Fuck.
yeah."
That's dope.
So it's first year Softail, last year kicker, first year Evo, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn. That's pretty
Yeah,
sick.
I found one, and then we just couldn't come to an agreement on it, and it like wasn't running. They wanted too much money.
Yeah, the thing is, it's rough,
Yeah.
but it's a fucking diamond in the rough. It's a
Yeah.
diamond in the rough.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't know. I think put together, I've seen them like on eBay go for like
Yeah,
10 to 15, depending on what they were. How original, how clean.
oh yeah, this is nothing original,
So,
but it's still badass. 'Cause it's gonna be it's '84 with the kicker.
yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
So the answer is I don't know.
You don't know how many
My
actually-
garage is a fucking shit show right now. It was like stockpile everything.
It always looks real clean, though.
Yeah, except for right now because I rented that house out, my house out to the gal, but I still get to come and go whenever I want, and I just shoved everything in my garage.
Yeah,
Parked
yeah.
my fucking C20 in there, put the sofa in back of the truck, and then I've got two of my buddies' bikes in there, so I got my dirt bike, my 62, my 76, those still run.
Man.
Fuck. I've got two 58 pan heads.
58s?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's pretty rad.
One of them's almost done. So, yeah, I've got that problem. Like, I'm going to get all the shit, and I get too much shit.
Yeah, we did the math. It's N+1.
Yeah.
N
And they're like, I can't
equals the
pass up a
number
good
you
deal.
own
So I'm
now.
like, oh. So I got a shovel head motor that's just rebuilt. I don't know. I got that 84. I've got a couple of Evo motors.
7,
I've got a brand new S&S Evo motor that's never been assembled.
Wow.
And it's all fucking chrome. It's fucking gorgeous, fucking polished. Yep. So somewhere between 5 and 10.
Yeah.
See, I think it'd be fun to make like a big twin Evo chopper.
Yeah. Because you got the reliability and
Yeah.
the performance.
So do you run into that on them shovels when you're riding them around? Have you taken a lot of those on across the country?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then, like, you run into any issues?
You run into issues, yeah. But the motor's already been unfucked. So by this time, any shovel head motor's already been unfucked if you're going to buy something that's been rebuilt, right?
Yeah.
And then if you take care of it, but that's the last bike I built was that my shovel head that was stock, and I said I'm not going to fuck with it. And of course I fucked with it, and then I really fucked with it. I put that big ass long bone orchard front end on it.
Yeah, I remember that. That
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
Kind of right before you took off.
Yep.
Yeah. See, that's where I'm like, it'd be cool to have, but also, I don't want to break down.
Well, that's part of the adventure.
That is part of the adventure, though.
So it actually
But also, I broke down on both those fucking bikes, so.
But that's also part of the adventure.
That's just what it is.
It teaches you patience and it teaches you how to overcome an obstacle, right?
Yeah.
Not everyone can just get on a fucking old motorcycle and drive, let's say, 100 miles, 200 miles, 300 miles, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of people who trailer to the destination
Yeah.
and then ride around a little bit while they're there, and you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You could have just rode the bike. You're a little less comfortable because you're not,
But
sleeping in the RV.
it's fucking. Oh man. Oh, that thing is sick. Who painted your tank for you?
I won that tank on a raffle on Instagram.
Oh, the ones you were sending me?
Yeah. Oh,
The dude who's doing the tank?
no. That's his name is Nerdu Customs in Italy, I believe.
Dude, I love
really?
the fucking fender on this. How it goes up around that light.
That's called Crazy Frank style, or it's
Bitchin'.
a version of Crazy Frank.
Did you do that?
No, I won that on Instagram too.
Did you win the whole bike?
No.
Or just all the pieces?
Yeah, so I quit drinking for like almost 2 years, and that's what I did. I'm like, I'm just gonna gamble.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Replace one with the other.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I did for the past year without drinking. I just bought fucking raffle tickets all the time.
It's fun.
I've never won any raffle I've paid for.
It's because you only buy one ticket. The trick is to play all the time. I've won so much crazy shit. I won a Desert Eagle gold-plated 5.0.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No, I've bought more than one ticket
Yeah.
in some things.
Yeah, more than one ticket.
A lot of times, actually. But anyone I've paid for, I've never won. If it's a free one where it's like, hey, just like this post and you're in on it, like I've won those things.
You won those handlebars.
I won those handlebars.
Do you want to see the craziest shit I ever won?
Yep.
I'm trying to think of what the craziest thing is I've ever won.
You're gonna shit your pants.
Oh no. Damn.
What is it?
Oh, it just slipped down my thumb.
Is it a C10? C20?
No.
Is it a van?
It like
is it a
a-
bike? Is it a gun? Is it a house? Is
It's
it
a motorcycle.
Damn's motorcycle.
In a raffle?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Which one is it? Quit hogging the screen, bro.
That's fucking cool.
Why is his penis hard?
Dude, that's not even fair.
Isn't it sick?
That's cool.
Yeah. And the dude, his name is Greg. He runs a shop up there in Utah. It's called Regatta Garage. He drove it to my house.
Oh,
And I had a party, and he hung out and drank some beers, and
that's cool.
Damn. How much did you pay for the ticket? $100?
yeah. But I bought 2 tickets,
Oh, okay. All
and I
right.
bought one for a friend.
Yeah.
So I spent $300 total, and I won that badass chopper.
Fuck yeah.
I even got in on some of your raffles and never fucking won.
Oh, your buddy won it though.
Who?
Kevin.
Oh, yeah. No, but you were doing like those knife raffles.
Yeah.
What were those knives? I don't remember.
Microtex.
You like those, don't you?
Yeah, they're badass.
I never had one.
That was right at the pandemic. I was
Yeah.
raffling those off for my friend, my friends who were tattoo artists and ran a shop down in Colorado Springs
Oh,
because they weren't making any money. So I donated all that money to
Oh,
them.
fuck
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're always doing the dog thing too.
Yep. Mile High Rescue, Mile High Lab Mission.
Nice, man. You shot that out on, they got an Instagram or anything? Website?
What's that?
For the dog thing?
MileHighLabMission.com.
Cool.
Dope.
Hell yeah.
You're such a nice guy.
I like dogs.
Yeah, you do like dogs.
Yeah. So I think I've done maybe 30 dogs. Nico and I have done like 30 dogs.
Yeah, that's crazy that he's so good with every dog.
Yeah, not all sometimes. So it's bad because I'll get some dogs and they're like, I fucking hate my life and you're a man, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And then my dog is so happy and he's like so adjusted. He's like, hey man, he's a pretty cool human. And the dog's like, he's not so bad. do you think he would give me a treat? And he's like, yeah, man, just go over there and ask for a treat. And I'm like, I give him a treat. And he's like, hey, you're not so bad. And they can see these dogs after like 3 or 5 days. They start coming out of their shell, and they're like, hey, man, what's going on? And I'm like, yeah.
It's cool.
You just fucking do whatever you want to do in my house. Just have some fun. We'll find you good parents.
That's
yeah,
cool.
we fostered before my daughter was born. We fostered for a few years, and we'd have like the most crazy broken dogs from the side of the road in Detroit. We had to stop when
they got,
a
like,
baby
wild
came
dog
in the
there.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the rule is we had to have, we couldn't ever have a single dog. Always had to have 2. But I think that was probably a big help,
Yeah.
to have a couple around, and then they kind of get a little warm up to you a bit. Yeah, but that was just like a small nonprofit started by some friends in Detroit, and now it's like a huge multi-million-dollar fucking company. Detroit Dog Rescue.
Yeah. Hush was always
DDR.
talking about that.
Yeah. I should.
Dogs are little angels from heaven.
Now that the kid's older, I should call her back. And
My
start doing
dog
it again.
is awesome and is super smart, but like if she gets into something while you're gone, that she's not supposed to get into, and then you come home, dude, she's like so scared you're gonna beat her, like trembling as she walks past you, and she'll run to the basement, and you're like, what did somebody do to you? I got her when she was like probably 6-7 months from the pound. So I've had her since then.
Wow.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
She's so cool.
My little Nico, man, that guy is so cool. He's just like, so basically all I am right now is a chauffeur for my dog. I'm like, hey, you want to go see some cool shit? And he's like, hell yeah, I want to go see some cool shit. So he loves it because he's pretty lazy. But then when I open that van door, he's like,
dude, he's always out, dude, rolling in the snow.
Yeah, he fucking loves rolling around and shit. Like, we just stopped, we had to stop at a rest stop.
Yeah.
And he's like, and I'm like, dude, come on.
And then run right back in.
Then he jumps in the van, and I'm like, it's got to smell like dog ass in my van.
I didn't notice that, but I didn't go all the way in.
When you're in,
It's been raining and cold because we came from Maine, so it's been pouring rain, cold. So normally I clean it out, once a week. I pull everything out and give it a good scrub, but it's fucking cold. And
It's hard to clean the van when it's cold.
Yeah, it's too hard to do anything.
Fuck
yeah. So that's so then you had the cool shovel heads, and you'd be winning bikes and all that, and then you just fucking took off in a van.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about the van a little bit.
What is the other Instagram? Naked man in a van.
A naked man in a van.
Yeah.
Naked man in a van.
And
how did nobody else have that?
I don't know. Probably because it's illegal. Because I put shit up there, and then like 2 days later, it's fucking removed. And I'm like, you can't even see my butthole. You can't even see my pee-pee.
Right.
Yeah.
I think get away with it.
I think, that's what it is.
Dude. I think we need to march or something.
But I think 90% of my followers are gay dudes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I get a lot of dicks sent to me in instant message, and I'm like,
well, that's cool.
And then I give him thumbs up. Like,
yeah, rock and roll, my man.
Yeah. Ooh. He's like, I'm from Germany. Do you like my cock? And I'm like, man.
Dude, I was working at this pharmaceutical place today.
You saw a German's cock?
No. But
I'm fucking gonna have a beer after that.
Fucking.
You got one of those PP tops from Busch Light? Because I gotta go.
Actually, we did get sponsored by Busch Light today.
You did?
No, but I parked in front of their truck and took a picture.
Oh.
Some sick.
That's almost the same.
It looks
almost the same. Yeah. No, I'm working at this pharmaceutical place the last 3 days, and they have some of these machines are from Germany, so they bring in the Germans to do the maintenance, semi-annual.
Bring in the Germans.
And you can tell they're Germans by the pants they wear. I'm not even joking.
Not by the music that's playing in their headphones.
Rammstein?
And now we should dance. Isn't that Dieter from?
I know that song. But
Funky
no,
Time?
dude, they got these
Something
like
Time?
they're like cargo pants, but with more pockets, and not as poofy of pockets. It's kind of like a Michael Jackson jacket with all the zippers, but on the pants.
Oh,
interesting.
And so you can just tell. You're like, oh, that's one of the Germans.
That's a German.
They're probably like scientifically very good pants for working in. You know what I mean? They probably like figured it out.
We just don't know it yet because we're still.
Do they have fanny packs too?
No, but they're like, they just got pockets like everywhere, like asymmetrical pocket, and like it must be like for when you're bending down working on this machine, the pocket's in the right spot at that moment or something. You know, I just like to think that
They don't like to waste any time.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I like that.
They're very efficient looking pants.
Do you get to work and they're already there? They're looking at their timepiece. They're like,
Yeah,
Mister.
yeah. Well, I don't talk to them. I've never.
Why don't, I was going to
spoken
say,
a
why
word
don't you
to
just ask him what's up with the pant, man?
Yeah, you just over there creeping on them.
them. Yeah, I was just looking at them.
You're just like looking at the other guys.
Just their efficient pants. Maybe I'll find their Instagram and I'll comment. Those are some efficient looking.
Do you
pants.
like my cock?
And now we dance.
Why were we talking about Germans anyway?
And this is how we dance.
I don't know. Everything leads to Germany.
So have you drove to Germany yet in the van?
No,
Oh, okay.
it doesn't get very good
So you
gas
let-
mileage in the ocean.
So you left out of Denver. And did you hit the West Coast or did you go south? I don't remember.
First, I went straight south.
Texas?
Nope.
Arizona?
Nope,
What's
New
blue?
Mexico.
Okay.
New Mexico. Nuevo Mexico.
Sweet.
New Mexico, Arizona, California, Nevada, Utah.
Sounds about right.
And then I shot home
Oh,
to
so you
Colorado.
went-
Yep.
So you made the Prince symbol.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Then I split over to, I went to Colorado for a couple days,
Right.
unloaded a bunch of shit in my van, and then I went and spent 2 or 3 weeks with my parents in Wisconsin.
Nice.
And then I went straight down
That must have been like winterish then, huh?
Christmas time.
Yeah, yep.
Christmas time. Yeah.
Christmas in Wisconsin?
I think this might have been state number 38 or 39 on this trip.
Really?
Holy shit.
Yeah. I've been fucking logging some miles, but I don't feel like I'm racing all
Wow.
that much. Like
Right.
today, I raced to you because I'm like, it's 200 miles. I've got a
just
long
knock
way to
this
go
out
and a
real
short
quick.
time to get there.
Yeah, yeah.
So I did get on the interstate to get here.
And you were like, we got to have a pack of smokes.
Yep.
What's the other thing they had?
No, they've got
Half a pack of smokes, something, and we're wearing sunglasses at night.
we got a case of beer, half a carton of cigarettes.
Is it a carton?
This says carton.
I need to brush up on my Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
I like to judge like the road by the 100 mile.
Yeah, you said I'm 45 miles out.
Knock this 100 miles out real quick.
And I was like, oh, you're 45 miles. You know what I mean? This is Michigan. Everything's measured in minutes.
Oh, so 45 miles equals 45 minutes. I think
Yeah.
that's pretty close on the
Yeah.
mark.
Pretty
About
close,
a
yeah.
mile a minute.
But
for us
I had to
here.
really think about it. I had to do some math. I had to get a calculator out.
I didn't see a fucking
sundial.
sign. Welcome, Pablo. All there was a kid out there eating a fucking
ice cream sandwich.
yeah, and he's like, "Dad, someone here."
There's another fucking
Hilarious.
van in the driveway.
Yeah.
Dad.
Why are all these vans
I was-
showing up lately?
on the way here. We're getting off the freeway.
And I'm like, which house is it? I'm like, oh, there's a sign that says I'm gay. And I'm like,
That's probably it.
I pulled right in. So
was
that is
thinking
actually a
about-
true story.
That is kind of a true story.
Yep.
Dude, if I look in my side mirror at any fucking given moment in time, somebody has their cell phone out behind me. It's to the point now where I'm already contemplating changing it.
Really?
You can't.
You can't now.
I don't know, man.
That's the same thing with my Slayer van.
Yeah.
People are like, because it's got a big old banner. It says Slayer, and then it's got like all the crude fucking stickers. I love Beaver, free candy,
Hell yeah. What kind of van is it?
a Chevy Astro
Chevy?
van,
Sick.
Yeah.
cargo, lifted,
Cool. Early 90s.
super creepy, 2000.
Oh, all right, not bad.
Yeah.
Reliable. Reliable.
It's
What's
Chevy,
that?
of course it is.
Cool, dude.
Cool.
Did you bring me an ice cream sandwich?
Hell yeah, dude.
Shut the door.
I could feel the cold rushing
So
in as
cold.
soon as he opens it.
Jeebus.
Throw a log in.
Dump a log.
So what do you guys got planned? What's next up? You gonna do some fun shit?
Well, shit, we got some fucking pretty sweet shirts that should be out. I forget what date this is going to come out on, but those should be on our website by the time this airs.
Yeah, we should have shirts by then.
Shirts and some stickers on there and crap to give away. And I've kind of want to start I want to start fucking giving some stuff away here and there on these shows.
People will join
now.
if they get free shit.
Yeah.
You know, I've got such a stockpile of fucking signs and things that I've painted that like I feel bad like taking money from friends, and I always just give it away anyway. So
It feels good to give your friends all your shit.
I want to start giving some shit away on here.
Did you ever get one of those Black Coffee Congregation T-shirts?
I don't have one.
Do you drink black coffee?
Didn't I send you one?
I do.
Yeah. I think I got it.
Oh, really?
I think it's one of that. I didn't bring.
That's random because I'm wearing it today too.
Yeah. I should have wrote it like I'm that guy in the band, or
dude,
I'm wearing the band shirt.
I always wear my homies' shirts to their fucking function. Like I think I do it to be a dick, but I'm also do it because like
yeah, that's my homie.
And then one of the buddies would be like, "Oh, cool, you wore the band shirt to the concert. You're that guy." And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess I fucking am that guy. I'd rather be that guy than you."
You're that guy to comment on that guy.
Yeah.
You're afraid of being that guy. That sucks.
Yeah, I sent you one. I think I might have sent you a cup too. I don't remember. No cup.
I don't have
no cup because I would have
no BCC swag for me.
I still got I brought my Care Bear bug.
I sent somebody a cup, but I don't remember who now. So it's out there somewhere. You're using one of the cups, I think.
So yeah. Oh well, we're gonna do some of these on the road. We're going down to Ohio to. We are going down to Ohio next for the next episode after this one.
Is it a chopper show? You gonna do some choppering?
Episode number 4 will be with the Toilet Seat Bandit from Ohio.
I heard it's gonna be 70 degrees up here this weekend.
Yeah.
Fucking 79 on Sunday, 74 on Saturday. You
gonna ride those choppers?
I am. A buddy of ours. There's a ride on. There's a ride.
You didn't
this
listen
Saturday.
very closely to that episode.
Once you start talking about dates, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
So I'm missing motorcycles. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's what I wondered, man. Because you're
Yeah.
traveling around, you're doing the van thing, you're having all these epic fucking journeys, and I'm like, but he doesn't have a bike.
Yeah. So when I left, I'm like, I'm
That's
just
so
gonna do a test run and be like, see how it is. And there's the way I'm doing it. There's no way, like with work and stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna pull my fucking bike off and leave my dog in there and go for fucking ripping around.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I bought a new motorcycle. Yeah.
Like just
Since
now?
you sat down?
In the last couple of days, I bought a new motorcycle.
Yeah, that's what you're saying in the driveway.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Listen.
Dude, listen. It gets delivered in Phoenix, Arizona in a couple weeks. So probably at the end of the month. And it is a Yamaha Tenere.
Is that like an adventure?
It's an adventure bike.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go on a fucking adventure.
On the bike.
Yeah.
Neil-
I'm going
Neil
to
Peart
Alaska
style.
on this motorcycle. Whoa.
That'd be cool.
And it's been impossible to find the bike. And I was talking to my buddy Curtis, and I said, I'm like, did you buy a new fucking blah, blah, blah? And he's like, yeah. Because I saw him do one of his videos, and it was a different color. I'm like, you bought a new fucking side-by-side. He's like, yeah, my wife rolled my other one, so I had to get a new one.
Yeah, at that point.
And I said, fuck. And you go down to the fucking dealership. He's like, I'm going to the dealership tomorrow. And I'm like, I've been trying to find this bike for fucking 5 months. He calls me up. He's like, they got 3 of them coming in. 2 of them are already on order, and the other guy backed out. And I'm like, I'm going to give you my credit card. He's like, they just want a deposit. So I just had to send them $500. And then,
Right.
Fuck yeah.
so I got to go to Phoenix, Arizona pretty
That's
soon.
cool.
So
I don't know nothing about those. So it's brand new.
brand new.
It's like a 2024.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you a spaceman? Are you smoking his stuff? Yeah.
You
2022.
familiar with Harry Nielsen?
No.
Bummer. I wanted to be a spaceman. That's all I wanted to be. Now that I am a spaceman.
I don't want to be. I don't know.
I don't
Wasn't
know.
that
I
it?
just blanked out.
You are stoned.
Fuck.
I've
Harry
never had
Nielsen's the
anything
greatest.
new. My van's
So that's
new.
cool.
That's
So
it.
so you're gonna go pick that up in a couple weeks, and then you can hang out in Colorado for a little bit, and then
Yeah.
take off immediately. Like now that summer hits, to go to. Alaska
I'm gonna go.
at that time?
So I'm not gonna do that till August, but I'm gonna go back to Colorado. I've
You're
got
not
a
gonna
couple.
leave for Alaska till August.
Yeah. So that's
It's
when
gonna be
my
cold by the time you get there.
No, that's the summertime up there.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the best time to
Oh,
go.
because that's basically
Okay.
Russia.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's up there. Yeah. So if you go any earlier, it's fucking cold.
So
There's
it's so far north that it gets warm again later.
yeah, I think it's warmer later.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Because if you leave for
What's the sun-
well,
or
UP
what's
is
the,
warm in
um,
August, but fucking by October,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
might be snowing on you.
Is
Way
it gonna,
different in Canada and Alaska. So that they told me August is the time to go, so I'm going in August.
What's
And
the
that's-
sun up? How many hours a day is the sun up in
Yeah.
August? Is it like one of those all
I don't know all that.
things,
So
or-
the only thing I planned in my
hasn't
head was buy a motorcycle, go to Alaska.
Yeah, he
You're
hasn't-
asking
he
me all
hasn't
these.
been- yeah. What's the lunar cycle when you're gonna be there?
Well, I mean, that's just. I always
I would like to know
hear
that,
some
though,
crazy
yeah.
shit about those like days of night and days of
So I have
day.
to throw a shout out to Nate Helgeson up in Washington. So during the height of the pandemic, I went on my Fat Boy and I was riding around, and I basically blew a tire in this town called Kennewick, Washington. And I'm hanging out, and I'm like, I bought a tire, but I couldn't find anyone to fucking mount it. And they're like, there's no fucking way you can mount it. So this dude sees me standing on the side of the road. Basically, I'm going from motorcycle shop to motorcycle shop, and he's like, what's up? And then I'm like, I fucking have no tread left in my tire. I'm fucking 3,000 miles from home, blah, blah, blah. And he hooks me up with this dude who changes my tires in his garage.
That's dope.
Yeah. So him and I started talking back and forth, and then I put out to the university. I'm like, I'm gonna go to Alaska. I'm gonna buy a fucking motorcycle. And he's like, dude, I want to come to Alaska with you. So this dude that I met randomly hooked me up with a mechanic in his small town. Is gonna go to Alaska with me.
Fuck yeah.
That's cool because he's in Washington anyway.
Yeah.
so
That's
they can
fucking
pick him
sick.
up on the way.
So motorcycles lead to good friendships.
Dude, they do. They
That's
really
true.
fucking do, man. Vans and bikes will get you across this whole country on
Yep.
a
Yeah.
fucking dime, too.
Does that happen with fucking like
The only people that care
Drifters?
about own vans.
like
and drifting
drifter
them.
guys, like the Nissan guys who do drifting?
Dude, don't you
I don't think so.
you know
Can
our
you like
crew?
break down drifting in Nebraska and find another
Don't you know?
drifter?
Do,
and
do
I don't
they
think
get
that
down
happens.
the road?
do you not know me? You don't know about the Drifters crew? You don't see those stickers on my van? The
There's a
Drifters
lot of
crew. The
stickers
Drifters
on your
crew
van,
is
dude.
fucking the most vagabond of vagabond idiots across the country. Vanners and biker dudes. That
Yeah,
just
so
solely
That
live in the
doesn't sound
van.
like they do drifting.
That's
And
way
they-
different drifting than other
Yeah,
drifting.
that doesn't sound like they do
No,
drifting.
fuck that Tokyo drift crap. I'm talking about like eating out of trash cans and
No, I said Nissan, so
Being-
immediately you should know. I meant like you
drifters. You don't know about the
know,
Drifters
Tokyo
crew.
Rush or whatever that movie is. Something
But yeah, there's dudes. I mean, the
like,
van.
is there anything other than vans and motorcycles
No,
that you can travel the United States with?
Train.
And yeah,
Volkswagen buses, probably.
Volkswagen. Well, that kind of
Counts as a
vans.
van.
train hopper kids,
Horseback,
train hopping kids, horseback. I guess nobody's gonna travel on horseback across the country.
Amish.
They don't go
Across
that
the
far.
country,
They don't just go on Rumspringer.
they go
and
on the
their
fucking
horse.
airplanes, dude.
Yeah.
And they play on their
Amish?
iPads. Yeah, I see Amish people at the
Depends
airport.
on what
Every
sect
time I
you're
go to
in,
the
dude.
airport, there's Amish people at the airport.
Real Amish don't go to the airport.
I don't know how intense that is. I think the the generations now, like the oldest people aren't. They were born in, I think they're getting hip to.
Electricity.
Maybe
Somebody
there's
turned
probably,
them on.
there's probably some kind of
Penicillin.
rule of how is it benefiting you,
Yeah.
and then maybe that's how they justify its use.
Okay, so the Amish can't horseback across the United States, but we got trains.
Hey, Garrett, are you out there? Garrett the Amish.
Is there an Amish, Garrett?
I hope so.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Now you see where.
Yeah,
now it's
that
like-
was smart. Yeah. Oh, blew my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess motorcycles, vans, trains.
I think anywhere you're going when you're holding a big smile, someone sees you with that smile and they're like, "Hey, man,
Do you have any money?
what's up?"
Stab, stab.
So people will pull over you if you're broken down on your motorcycle,
Hatchet
right?
guy.
But if you're broken
They
down,
do.
If you're broken
They do.
down in a fucking Nissan Sentra, people are gonna be like,
Yeah, fuck off, guy. Yeah,
Right.
that's
The-
totally
the-
true.
The first time I took Christy, who, she's all tatted up, but she's never been on anyone's motorcycle. And I took her on the Fat Boy for like the first real ride. And we broke down in the middle of nowhere country.
and this is your first time with her. She's like, "This is how my relationship's gonna be, huh?"
She was the coolest chick. Like,
Yeah.
she just fucking let me try to figure it out. And some dude stopped and was like, "You need help?" I was like, "No, man, I'm good. I'll call my dad." And then he came back with an enclosed trailer. Was like, "Where do you live?" And I was like,
I'll take
"Sweet,
it.
dude," And so yeah, at that point, I was like, "Yeah, okay, I can use your help," which I needed his help before, but I didn't want to like ruin his day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, this is my issue, man. I'll figure it out. I don't need you to like turn your day around and fucking try to help me.
So what was the issue?
Stator went out.
You sure do go through a lot of stages.
I am an ex. I could change one quick.
I think the first time you do it, you're like, I'm going all the way in there. Holy shit.
Yeah.
See, when you get a shovel head, boom, it's like 5 minutes.
To change what? The whole
Stator.
Motor?
Yeah, you pulled. Yeah.
Is it quicker? Because it's on the outside, isn't it?
Yeah. And if you're running a belt,
I honestly don't really know how that works.
you'll learn.
I know. I need to.
We'll be there.
I don't like the real
summer,
wide
buddy. Don't
open
worry.
primaries though that they were doing on
We're getting better.
biker build off.
Yeah, that's from 2002. The 3-inch.
Yeah. So what's the small size? 2 or 1.5?
The normal is 1.5 or
1.5
standard.
Yeah. Right.
Small size is 1 if you can find them. There's not a lot out there though.
Well, I'm gonna get a 1-inch open primary on an 84 or 85 shovel.
Sounds you can't if you can find. Yeah.
I'm gonna make that 85 shovel even more rare with the
Yeah.
1-inch open primary. I find that I'm buying it, but I think the next thing is a van. It'd be cool.
You should get on those van raffles.
My rule
and
is
win a van.
I got in on 2 or 1 of Quality Handmade, that dude down in Florida.
Oh, I tried that one. That was so badass.
Do you
I think I seen you were on it. Which one? The one with the twin cam?
Yep.
And the Dodge?
Yep.
Yeah.
You
got
follow
in on
Swamp
that.
Wizard, him and his van giveaways down in Florida? He buys vans to fix them up to give them away, to raffle them off.
Yeah.
You know. But his page is pretty hopping. You should give. That's a good shout out time for
Why
him.
would you not tell me?
Oh.
Because you don't like.
I'm trying to.
Well,
find
it
a
seems
van.
like he's in Florida a lot, or at least as much as I am. That's like my first go-to place to get the fuck out of here is the polar opposite peninsula, right down to Florida.
That's you asked me how I went to Maine, and I'm like, well, I was in Key West, Florida, which is mile 0 of US 1.
I'm gonna go all the way.
And then
up.
I'm like, where does US 1 end?
Yeah,
And that I was telling the story about the gal who came from
because you can take one all the way from Miami all the way up,
all the way
past
from
Daytona,
Key, all the way
everything.
all the way up to Fort Kent,
That's right,
Maine.
yeah.
So there's a couple spots where I veered off, but I stayed on that as much as I could. I avoided the cities, like.
Right, go around. Them.
I ripped the chopper a couple of months ago all the way up and down the one in part of Florida.
Yeah, it's badass.
Sweet.
But then I went all the way up
To Maine.
So I was hanging out, eating oysters, having some fucking lobster, and then I'm like, oh, I should probably get on the road. I'm gonna go up, and then all of a sudden I was in the fucking Klondike, moose on the side of the road,
Really?
fucking turkeys. I mean, it was like, it started snowing. It was fucking cold up there. We
You're
went-
like going up in elevation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going up and up, and you're going. Then there's no cities, and it's just like fucking. It's free. It's the last of the wilderness up there.
Is that thing
Maine.
a 4x4?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's beastly, dude.
I kind of like your style.
It's
Like you,
so big.
you're a man of leisure with like that's a fucking baller ass van out there, But you're not one of those fucking douchebags like that's your hashtag van life thing. Like no, dude, you got the fucking Chevys at home too.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool. A lot of people can't really hang like that,
So sometimes I feel like
or
I'm cheating.
can't hang because they don't see the like. I got a fucking brand new Chevy. My buddies give me shit all the time, but
Yeah.
you know what? Credit union isn't gonna give me a fucking loan on a hot rod van.
Yeah.
For a company fucking truck, like I got a new truck, but I can cut holes in the side of it, put a sweet bed in the back, and paint it, and it's new. But I can wake up tomorrow and go drive to Texas for work, and all I have to do is change the oil and put gas in it. So it's fucking good to be practical sometimes, but then have still be cool.
Yeah.
Too.
Sometimes I feel like a douchebag because I ride that fucking thing.
No.
Yeah, I think if I seen you,
I think
but
it's
didn't
fucking sweet.
see you driving it, like
Yeah.
didn't see what you look like driving it, and I just seen that van pass me, I'd be like, oh, fuck that guy.
Yeah, but until you see that big ass Slayer banner on the back.
Yeah.
You're like that guy. And then
Alright.
there's scratches all over it and fucking,
We're the guys who get passes because, like, when you live that life, like when you fucking live that life, you deserve to have some fucking leisure.
And I fucking score with that thing. I found I found that shit on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the dude posted it up. So the dude bought the van as an empty shell and then drove it to California and paid these people to build it out.
Yeah, I was gonna say someone professional
Yeah,
like built it
it's
out.
professionally
'Cause
built out, and they cut the fucking top. They put new suspension on it. Fucking, it looks like a limousine when I'm not in it.
Right.
Yeah.
But so this dude is a movie producer, or sometime big movie exec, and he's in Atlanta, Georgia, on set right now, and he's on there for 2 years. They finally finished it, and he's like, "Well, I'm on set. I can't fucking go live van life now." So he asked his friend, who turns out to be the manager of the cars for Tim Allen. So he manages Tim Allen's fleet.
Okay.
So he put this shit up on eBay.
Oh, you missed the cue.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I'm looking on eBay, and like those things go for like a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah, and what he had
I
posted
feel like those.
$100,000
I feel like
van.
those go for more than what I paid for this house.
probably.
About
Yeah.
around there.
So he posted up for like 35% less than anyone else, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. What's wrong with it?
Yeah, what's wrong with this?
Well, it's built out all crazy.
Yeah, and it's built all crazy. I mean, like,
Or was
all-
that the negative to him? He's like, well, it's fucking, it's
Customized.
actually a
No,
camper.
so that's what
It's
I'm
not
like. What the fuck? And I'm like, it's like fucking.
So is it auction or buy it now?
It was buy it now,
Wow.
buy it now or best offer.
Oh, and you hit him with the best.
No. So I'm like, holy shit! And I'm like, this is too fucking good to be true, you know? And I'm like, I can't even believe it. It's like,
Scam. Gotta
so
be
it's like
something.
it was like $50,000 less than everyone else is fucking
Right.
put them up for, and they're all like beat out, and they have fucking 75,000 miles on, it, and shit's broken.
Some
And
dude
this
and
was
some
brand. This had
chick beat the
4,000
fuck
miles
out of
on it. So it's never
4,000 miles.
It's never been used. The guy who owned it never saw it. So I fucking laid in bed, and I'm like, if it's there in the morning.
Now,
I'm
did you know all that? Was that like in the description? Like, or did you didn't know any of that when you were thinking about buying it?
It was just all the pictures and stuff, and then the dude who posted's like fucking 65 years old, so it's just the pictures
Very
and blah
minimal.
blah blah.
Yeah.
But then I looked at all of his reviews, and I'm like, what the fuck? He's selling all these kit cars from Ford versus Ferrari and all these things, and I'm like, his approval rating is like 100%, and they're all like top dollar.
Crazy
and I'm like,
cars.
well, eBay will fucking guarantee your money. So I'm like,
Right.
So I laid down, and I'm like, I'll fucking do it in the morning. I woke up like fucking 35 minutes later. I'm like, no, fuck no, it's going to be gone.
Yeah.
Because if someone sees that shit, they'll be like, whew. So I went in and I offered $5,000 less than he had it. And then I woke up in the morning, I'm like, did I win? Did I fucking win? What's going on? I was sick to my stomach. And I went in there, and he's like, $1,000 more than I offered. And I'm like, done.
Dang.
Yeah. So I'm like, I gotta wire him all this fucking money. And I'm like, holy fuck, shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm gonna get,
Here
you
you
know.
go.
Then I was like pandering, but I'm like, wired the money. I bought on a Wednesday, flew out on Friday, and then he took me to Tim Allen to see all these fucking cars, and I'm like, holy shit.
Dope.
Yeah. Then he took me to his house, and he's got an acre in this town called Thousand Oaks, and you can't even
Tim's
tell.
house?
No, this other dude's
Oh.
house. Yeah.
Me and Tim are on a first name basis.
Yeah.
I call him Timmy.
Yeah. So then I called my friend in California. I'm like, hey, man, do you know where Thousand Oaks is? And he's like, yeah, that's where I live. And so I haven't seen this dude in 10 years. And I'm like, I'm here right now.
Yeah.
So he brought him and his two kids, and we saw all these cars, and this dude's telling me a story. He's got a fucking Lamborghini Countach. Is that right? Countach? Fucking some kind of...
I don't make enough money to know how to pronounce
so he's got
that.
this in his living room, and like, he's like, and he's got all these cars all over his property. I'm like, this is insane. He's like, yeah. So then I fucking did my first. I went and had dinner with my friend and his wife and his two kids, and then I'm like, okay, I gotta go. I gotta be back to work on Monday. So then I just fucking took this van, and shit's going off. There's fucking all these alarms, like, need DEF. And I'm like, what the fuck's DEF?
What is DEF?
Diesel exhaust fluid.
The blue stuff, the juice.
Yeah,
Do you
it's
see
a
that?
crock of shit.
It's a line at the end of Home
They
Depot.
got gauges for that now.
Yeah,
Back
so
in my
like
day, you just
that's
had to taste
in my
the
Chevy
dipstick.
van. Like it doesn't ever beep at me, and this thing's always got fucking alarms going
Right.
off, and
Right,
fucking
right.
check engine light came on the way here.
You're
And
just reading gauges because nothing beeps. Like
Yeah.
I'm addicted to reading those fucking gauges, man. I think my eyes are on those more than the road.
so that fucking DEF thing blew up on me like fucking 9 times, and I found a dude in Houston, Texas, and he eradicated that system. So I got
Damn.
extra, sorry environmental people, but I got rid of the DEF,
Yeah.
and now my van runs better.
Sure it does.
Def Jam.
Yeah. Def Jam. So
That's cool.
I love that shit, and my dog fucking loves it. He's like, this is my life now. I just lay in here in this fucking bed, and then my dad opens the door, and I go out and take a shit, and I come back in.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
I
So
like looking at eBay Motors, but I haven't found anything. I bid on one, and then they pulled it. You know, you get that a lot on there. I feel like.
Yeah, because someone local comes in with cash.
Yeah,
that's what I like. Anytime I sell anything on eBay, I'm like, also available local if you go look on the local ads.
Yeah, I just sold a starter jacket to someone in this town, but they haven't paid yet. So I'm like wondering if they're just gonna hit me with a message like, "Hey, can you meet me somewhere?"
Can you just
like,
meet me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Drop it in the mail to go around the block.
Right.
Pointless.
Yeah. So.
Some people don't want to ever see another person though. That's our society.
Like
Like, I want to click the button and I never want to fucking talk to the person again.
Now they do. I think people just forced into that because of how easy it is to click the fucking button. That they don't even realize that they're afraid to see people now. You know, just because of how fucking easy it is.
Yeah.
You know,
it's
been a fucking weird couple of years.
It's been a fucking.
I feel like I'm constantly like waiting for like, oh, okay, this feels normal standing around here, but then I was like, well, what was fucking normal before, actually?
I would say my life
I got sober and shit. Like, everything's fucking different now, man. Nothing is the same anymore.
In the last 2 years, my life changed, like...
Oh, dude, it's
1%.
not even a 180. Oh, mine's not even on a 180.
Nothing,
mine's
dude.
on a fucking 900.
I'm doing the same job I've always been doing because I was super essential, and, like, the only thing that changed was, like, in some places I had to wear a mask.
Yeah. Oh, you know, well, none of that really. I didn't really let
other than that.
anything affect me like that. I wouldn't disrespect any place I was like working in or something like that. You know, of course, if I fucking have to paint these signs and everybody's got a mask on, I'm putting my mask on if I'm here working. They're giving me a paycheck, you know what I mean? I'm not going to fucking diss them that bad. But I really just try to pretend like nothing was going on.
I took off to Minnesota.
I got in the van, man.
Yeah.
You got in the van.
Just got in the van.
You got on the bike.
I got in the van and did a circle.
Check shit out.
Did a circle around the country with a chick. Started doing another circle and ended it alone.
I hope you left her on the other side. You're like, you live in Ohio now.
You know what? I don't. I shouldn't have even.
It's made me more antisocial than I
air.
already was. Like,
in a weird way, I feel like I'm now way more connected with like homies like this now than ever.
Yeah. That's what my old lady says. Like,
You
this
know.
podcast thing's kind of good because it's like forcing you to like hang out with people. I'm like,
who's your next guest?
The next guest is a dude who goes around to restaurants, bars, fucking businesses and stuff, and paying customer goes into their bathrooms and swaps out their fucking toilet seats with candy flake, pinstriped, fucking baller ass looking, super clear coated toilet seats.
Oh, that's
and then he like leaves
cool.
a couple of stickers behind, like some graffiti style stickers to like check out his Instagram and shit, and then just skates out of there.
Oh, like a toilet shit bandit.
Toilet Seat Bandit is his name.
I like Toilet Shit Bandit better, but
right.
He's gonna come on the show, but he hides his identity, so he's it's gonna be a fun.
So I think we
interview.
should all hide our identity.
dude, there was a dude mowing his lawn like 3 houses down, wearing a
ski
fucking
mask.
full on ski mask. What the hell was that about? Did you see him?
fucking
I
cold
did
out today, dude.
It's
didn't.
50, man. 5 days ago, I was fucking.
Dude, when
freezing
you're in
up.
the van,
He-
when you're in the van, dude, even like 30 is like, oh, sleeping's gonna be good tonight.
I got a little dog, and he, like I know it's cold when he fucking climbs up in my neck, and I'm like, ooh, it's cold out.
It's
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
I did a 1 degree here one time in the
You
van.
did do like 1 degree.
It was 1 degrees out in the van.
Yeah.
But I also kind of did that on purpose because I was going to Florida like the next day. So
Yeah.
I was like, well, if I'm going to go fucking sleep in the van in Florida, I'm going to sleep in the van
You
one
want-
more time
you
in
want
Michigan
both.
while it's cold as
Yeah.
fuck. So I can get down there and really enjoy it. And I did too. And everybody down there was in winter jackets and shit. And I was riding around in the chopper in a fucking t-shirt. And these people are calling me crazy. Like, aren't
You don't
cold?
know
I'm like,
you don't know
"Son,
good until you known bad, right?
it was
Yeah,
50
exactly.
degrees colder where I came from. Like
Yeah.
I am fucking sweating my ass off.
I rode
right
the
now.
chopper today in a t-shirt.
I had when I
Not
seen
far.
when I seen
I probably
you
didn't
on
go over 35 miles an hour.
when I seen you went out on the road and like thanked people for reposting and
Yeah,
watching
you went
that.
and did it
I
too?
went. I was like, God damn it! Now I gotta go get on the fucking bike. I wasn't gonna get dressed today. I wasn't gonna spend money today. I wasn't gonna get dressed today. And I was like,
I ruined
I got
both
out of my
those things
pajamas.
for you.
It's all right. It's just a
That's
game I
awesome.
like to play with myself sometimes.
Yeah.
I like to play with myself sometimes too.
Don't spend money days or
Yeah.
don't change like.
Yesterday was a no spend money day for me,
That's cool.
which is hard. Up
I
and
do
down the
that a
road.
lot.
Yeah,
Nobody did.
but when you're driving down the road, you run out of gas.
It's harder to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I passed up super cheap diesel, or not super cheap, but a big discount. I'm like, ooh, that's only for $420. And I'm like, nope, no spend money day. And then I was on the way up here, and I'm like, ooh, but I got it for $450, which seems exciting, but fucking at the start of this thing was only $3.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, so, I like days where at the end of the day, I'm like, I didn't fucking leave my yard. Yeah. Like once in a while, that's nice. Like I didn't even fucking leave the house, especially like in the winter. In the summer, it's a little different. You get out, you get on the bikes, you go to the bar, whatever. Yeah. Do some shit. But like when it's winter and it's cold, and you're just like, I didn't fucking, I split some wood, I stacked it. I'm fucking.
It's a good day.
Didn't leave the fucking property.
So I've had a lot of those days, and I'm like, did I even say a word today?
Right.
I notice that a lot. Like when I finally speak for the.
And I'm like, oh, I probably said something to Nico, but did I?
Yeah, no, dude, I get like that when I'm hunting super hard.
Yeah.
You
hunt hard?
Oh.
Yes.
This dude hunts the hardest.
Have you seen his license plate?
Yeah.
Fully engorged.
I gotta go outside for a second, dude.
Right. Yeah, you want to take a
like
look,
all day sits. You sit all day and you're just in the woods. And if you don't come in and you don't make any phone call or nothing, and then you come home and like I talk to people in my house and I'm like,
I haven't fucking spoke all day.
This is weird. Yeah.
I remember when Kaya was younger, because dude, we didn't do shit for the first few years of her being born, unless if it was like a fucking concert, then we would go out. But there would be days would go by, and I would realize the only human I've talked to is fucking 6 months old, and like I'm just talking like a dinky dookie boopy bookie for fucking days on end, and like haven't seen a human at all because work schedules were opposite, and like this is fucking going a little mad after a while.
Yeah, I don't remember if I did that. I usually talk to kids like they're adults.
Well, yeah, our daughter we've pretty much treated her like an adult since day one. I think that's kind of good for kids.
But like
good for kids nowadays, especially because everything's so fucking handed to these kids now, and it's like so relatively available information, and like how these kids don't just cheat their fucking way through their entire school on these goddamn phones. It's like,
well, we cheated our way through regular school.
Kinda. I didn't even try to cheat, dude. Just fucking, why even cheat? Just not do anything.
I wanted to get them good marks. Dude.
Cheating was an effort too.
Sometimes more of an effort.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Thought my eyes were yellow.
Man.
Filled with the old milk.
What time is it right now?
1:51.
Oh, wow.
2 hours, yeah.
We rocked another fucking...
I don't know what time. You guys know what time it is.
Another long one tonight. What's up? Well, we can fucking bullshit for a little bit longer, and then...
Oh, it's 11 o'clock.
What time you gotta call it?
Well,
whatever's clever.
Whatever.
Dude, is that your text you got while we were working?
Yeah, just now.
He's fucking funny, man. You got a funny boy.
He's a ham.
He's hilarious, dude.
He's somewhere between like a Chris Farley and a Jim Carrey.
He's a goofball, for sure.
Yeah.
He was just standing there eating his ice cream sandwich in his shorts, looking at me, and I pull out of the van, and my dog jumps out, and he just didn't say a fucking peep.
Just observing, man.
Just kept eating his ice cream sandwich. So what are we going to clown on? That's how we end the show, right?
Oh, you want to do...
You got something?
No.
You got something? We can do it.
I was trying to think of something on the way here.
I feel like you had something.
I was thinking of something on the way here.
If I hit the button, you're going to have to do it.
No. Hold on. What should we clown on? Nope. All right, fuck it.
You got one?
No, but we'll figure it out.
Was that random clown maker?
I'm here to fucking amuse you. Huh? I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you. I get silly like something lace my Philly.
These are our friends in St. Clown Posse. Really good clients of mine. Long-time clients of mine.
What do you mean?
Do you paint their faces?
I build and design their tour stages.
Oh, really?
And like build their stage props and shit. Their whole show is very theatrical. Like they fucking they got the same songs for 30 years, so the fucking stage better be sick every time. That's what the kids all look forward to, and they put up these massive banners to like hide it before the curtain drop.
Yeah.
And all that. So
what are we clowning on there, bud?
what do you want to clown on tonight?
I brought the last one.
Fuck, I was trying to think of something on the way here too, and then I stopped. I stopped and got a pizza and lost all thought process about the show.
Damn.
What's been bothering me lately?
Dead air.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
What's my biggest pet peeve?
Yeah.
Procrastination.
That's a shitty.
Yeah. That's,
Not my own.
Why do something today when you can do it tomorrow?
Not my own.
Oh.
My pet peeve, you know what my pet peeve is? Is fucking seeing people who are always talking about these crazy things that are going to happen, and then it's like, you never see these fucking crazy things happen.
Like what?
Projects, destinations.
Oh, I immediately was
events,
thinking Heaven's Gate.
things. I don't know.
The space.
So like the people who say, someday I'm gonna, but they never.
Yeah.
Is that what you're speaking
We
about?
could clown on
probably,
that.
That's probably one of my fucking biggest
could
pet
fucking clown
peeves
on
because
that.
I try not to. I guess I learned the hard way. When I
Yep.
first started my company, even after a fucking estimate, dude, I was on Instagram like, I'm
doing
here.
fucking
Here I am
Gucci.
today. Fucking go check out this spot, and then like, we'll be here next week. And I've like showed up to these jobs, and like, there's another sign guy in town already done. And he had like either beat the price or had a better reputation at the time, you know, type of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, make yourself feel really stupid and sad more than stupid, like bum, like fuck,
Dude, talking too
You know.
soon. Fucking
talking too
clowning
fucking
on
soon.
that.
You know, sometimes it's just better to just shut up, and then when it's done, unveil this crazy ass thing to the world, and people will be like, wait, you were doing that this whole fucking time?
Yeah, what's that saying? Like
That's
never like fucking tell anyone how much money you make, or fucking your love life situation or your next fucking move.
Because
Something
somebody's
like
gonna
that.
fucking nab it from you.
Yeah.
Stay humble, my friend. Stay humble.
Stay humble. I'm trying to learn that more as I'm getting older recently.
I feel like this wasn't clowning. We just went into therapy.
God damn. I thought we were going to talk about dudes who wear flip-flops everywhere.
Dude, I could clown on. I'm going to hit the fucking button again, dude.
You want to flop on?
Fuck wearing flip-flops. What are you doing, dude? Put your fucking feet away. Why do you have them out in public, dude? You're a man. Wear a fucking pair of boots and get on with your fucking day.
Tuck your shirt. You know. Oh
Yeah, you
my
see all
god.
these dudes,
Okay.
They get up and dressed up with the go take their girls out, and then they got fucking flippy floppies.
Yeah,
on.
and what happens if you need to kick someone in their fucking teeth?
I feel vulnerable.
You break toes.
Yeah.
My boots. My fuck. These cowboy boots. These fucking boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are year round.
Yep.
Ranch boots.
Flip-flops.
I wear boots all
wear
the
these
time.
ranch boots year fucking round. I climb like a motherfucker, so I need like crazy thick shit. Oh, this fucking. You know what I'm gonna clown on?
We're clowning on the flip-flop thing.
Yeah. Now we're just kind of.
You can't flip-flop.
We're just
You
clowning.
can't
Now we're
flip-flop
clowning
on
on
the
just
clowning
dumbass.
topic,
Now we're just
dude.
clowning on dumb dudes in general.
There's a lot of them.
Dude.
There's a lot of dumb dudes. You know what fucking pisses me off? Dudes who don't tuck their shirt in.
I don't fucking tuck my shirt.
I don't tuck my shirt
When
in.
you ride your bike, do you tuck your shirt in?
No, I wear a vest.
You ride a motorcycle, and how does that? That doesn't feel uncomfortable to not have
No,
a
the
shirt.
vest
tucked in?
keeps it down.
I
Vest
wear a
keeps it
flannel
down,
or a
but-
leather shirt.
No,
Or
t-
that vest that's sitting behind you.
Yeah, yeah.
That I sewed tree bark on the sides.
I don't know, something about fucking.
I just buy my shirts 2 sizes too small so they never fucking roll up.
I guess maybe I just hang out with a lot of dudes that look like they have blue collar jobs and but they just fucking fakers. God damn it. I'm hanging out with the wrong idiots.
How are they? They're faking because they don't tuck their shirt in?
No, just
confused.
the.
You lost me on this
Yeah.
one too.
No, I jumped back to fucking boots and shit again, but if you're gonna
didn't tell
fucking,
us.
if you're, you know what? Never mind. I don't even
No,
care anymore.
no, we need to know. We need to know.
No, you want to fucking cut me off and tell me that now I'm totally lost train of thought once you fucking tell me that I've lost train of thought.
No, I didn't tell you. I said you lost me because I didn't understand how
I guess I'm just fucking.
tucking the shirts.
I'm kind of over dudes who are still dressing like you're fucking 25 years old. You know, tuck your shirt in, put a pair of boots on, be a fucking man.
Yeah, I agree with all that. Except
Be a
for
man,
tucking
sun
shirt.
your taint.
But I wear like short shirts. You know.
Stop with the fucking tight ass pants, dude, and the fucking.
Here's what
like,
I will do
dude,
though. I will tuck in
Why are you still looking like
if
that?
I'm wearing maybe like a hoodie over it or a flannel, and it's longer.
I only wear flannels to
than
court.
you know what I mean? For some reason, I tuck it in.
Flannels are.
I like my t-shirts just to hang right at the belt line, so I wouldn't have to tuck them in.
Yeah.
Big shout out to MC Shop Tees, where I get all my t-shirts from. So
Hell yeah.
my buddy Danger Dan,
Yep.
he delivers a t-shirt.
Does he
to your-
make blanks, or does he? He makes these T-shirts?
So he goes around and he finds these motorcycle shops all over the town, all over the United States,
Yeah.
and he sponsors them, and it's the t-shirt of the month. So he'll deliver a t-shirt to you.
It's like a subscription. You sign up, you get a t-shirt of the month, and then some money goes to the shop, and
That's pretty dope.
support the fucking motorcycle shop, a local independent guy.
And you get a badass chopper t-shirt.
And you get a cool fucking, he gets these different people to design them.
Different artist all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool. It's a good way to bring people together, man. I hate when things like
motorcycles bring everyone together.
Yeah, they fucking do. Motorcycles
Except
and vans.
for fucking guys in flip-flops.
Motorcycles and vans, man.
Dude, you break down on your motorcycle and you're wearing flip-flops, like, I'm probably not helping you.
Yeah. Right by.
Do you stop? Do you try to stop at like if I see a van, especially if it's parked, I just fucking park mine, illegally block them, and then just get out and start looking around until somebody comes up to me and they're like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Is this your van?" What's the story on this thing? Do you stop people whenever you see vans, or are you just kind of like too busy?
No, I admire them. I don't. Yeah, I
try to get every story.
Yeah,
it's just so fucking. They're so personal, and that's the sickest thing about your bike and your van, is that those things. It's the coolest fucking van in the world to you. You know, like no other fucking bike is better than this bike, or no other van is better than my van. You know. And every single person feels that way about their machine. I love that. Like, that's fucking super sick. That somehow all of these are the greatest of all time. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you don't feel that way about your bike?
Yeah, because you buy another one and you're like, oh, this one's fucking just as good as this one. I didn't think that
how many
existed.
vans do I need?
Right.
So my math equation is I can't make one jealous over the other. So if I bought a van, I got then a bike thing. And then I want to flip them now. So van, bike, van. I'm back on bike right now. As bad as, and for some reason I keep fucking looking at vans, man, and these things keep coming across my desk. But
I keep looking at vans.
Yo, I'm looking for vans, bro. Why do you guys keep hoarding the goddamn vans? I'm finding bikes left, right, and center.
I
Bikes
just want a
everywhere.
motor. I just want a
Shovelheads,
motor.
Jeep,
I want to get a
all
frame
these
from a
things.
buddy. I think I've got already a frame in mind. But if I just get a motor,
Is
I'll
it a Ben
figure it
Jeff
out.
frame?
We'll see, man. I'm not putting anything out there, brother.
I haven't won any of those raffles either.
No, dude, no.
I
I'm gonna
missed
have
the
to pay
fucking
out the
last
ass
one,
for this
man.
next bike. Is gonna cost a little more than the current bike. I thought fucking.
Have you got in any of those Ben Jeff raffles?
No. What's he?
Frames? Frame builder? Makes frames?
Frames.
Him and Reese just.
Frames he's out of Ohio, right? Isn't?
No, Indy, I think.
Oh, Indiana.
Yeah. And him and Reese just built a frame together. And I knew about it.
A one-of-one frame called the Midwest Eliminator.
Yeah, one of one. And I knew the raffle was coming up. I fucking knew when. I wasn't doing anything during that time. And somehow, they started selling at 7. And fucking Panhead Greg texted me
By
at
7:12.
He texted me at 7:23. Did you get in on that raffle? I go, oh fuck shit.
No.
And I'd already done it, so all I had to do was go to PayPal, and then I went back to Instagram real quick, and then I seen he fucking put sold out, and I was like,
So
12 minutes?
Fucker.
So my timestamp, and this was like, so me and Reese were actually, me and Reese were just having a fucking normal conversation at 7:00, bullshitting whatever,
Right.
and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go fucking buy a ticket now, and he's like, dude, I just got a text, and I was like, fuck off, they're not sold out, and I'm like, I just thought he was being an asshole to me, so I bought it anyways, timestamped at 7:12, and then I got a refund, and I was like, and I dude, like the homie Come on, man. Slip me the fuck in there, dude. What the
dude,
fuck?
It's on the up and up with those.
That's awesome,
Panda
though.
Greg
He was
texted
like,
me at
nope,
7:23,
sorry, man.
and I'm like,
It's sold out, brother. Next time.
I was like mad for a minute. I'm like, you
I was
fucking
bummed.
waited to
This
fucking
thing
because
was
I told him
pretty cool.
like, anytime you get in on that raffle, fucking text me immediately, remind me, please. And he always has, and I always get in.
I have to get on this now
And-
because I love raffles.
Dude, and he fucking texted me at like 7:23, and he's like, did you get in? And so I assumed he got in right away, and then waited to tell me, you know?
Who is this? I'm marking him right now.
Ben Jeff.
Ben Jeff.
Spelled how it's sounds.
Ben Jeff.
Yeah. And then, so his money ended up getting refunded. He was like just after you probably with it.
It's a picture of two dudes smoking cigars pretty early up.
Yeah, I
his
see him.
feed there.
Yep.
I mean, it was just these guys have been talking about doing this forever.
Yeah, it would be cool.
And they're good homies. They're always doing shit. And like for these two dudes to do a one-off frame, they probably won't do that again for a few years.
Well, it's a one-off. You can't
Oh, that's
do
that dude with the pedal kicker that I've been seeing everyone else post up.
Yeah.
I see it now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a free raffle for that.
Yeah.
I also did not win.
I don't like free. I like throwing my money away.
Well, fuck.
I just want a Springer.
Dude, I made...
We'll make sure. While we're talking about Ben, still, it's at BenJeff. Handmade motorcycle frames, frame restoration, custom parts, welding, and machining. He's in Fort Wayne, Indiana, baby.
Yeah. And you should probably throw out Reese's.
I would say hit him up, but I guarantee you that he's booked as fuck. And then Reese's Instagram is at Zylstra Choppers, ZYLSTRA.
And it's on your hat. So just look at the camera.
He used to be called
And
Slim
then
Reaper or
point.
something like that, right?
Nah, that's the other homie.
No,
Yeah, I think he did.
Slim Ripper?
Slim Reaper.
Well, there's Slim
Yeah.
Ripper is our buddy. I know what you're talking about. I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah.
That's a better.
Him and his roommate's Instagrams were. God, that thing is fucking sexy.
Dope.
Yeah, I think-
Yeah, so
I
if
think
you like
Zylstra
fucking,
was
if you
Slim
like
Reaper.
all
Yeah,
things
Slim
punk,
Reaper, I think.
check out those two.
I think you
those
mentioned
two dudes'
that on
Instagrams this week.
Big Truth podcast.
Yep.
And I feel like when I first started following them, that's what it was.
Me and Rodney are having two different conversations again.
See, we brought out our phones like dumbasses. We're talking.
I was trying to get
What?
the fucking shout out part of the podcast out
let's
since we
finish.
already talked
Yeah,
about
well,
it.
I said
but-
look in the camera and then point your fucking
Oh, I
hat
forget- I
to
keep
it
forgetting we're
and,
recording.
and let them see. And that's a Made in America hat, right?
Oh, he was not going to sell anything that's
I
not
think
made in
all of
America.
that's one of the many reasons I fucking dig
Like supporting that dude.
Yeah, just the shit he posts, his attitude. He does all Made in America shit.
It's got punk to a
Fucking
T, son.
doing it.
Punk to
Yeah.
a T.
So I gotta give one more shout out, and that's
Let's
the
do
big
it.
boy Vince Illingsworth in Windsor, Colorado, and he makes shit, the hard shit look easy. He's the master fucking engine builder. So Vince out there,
Was his
What
What up,
Instagram?
Vince?
it's VSILTD970. You need a motor built? Send it to Vince.
Nice. What's up, Vince?
You ever go to
Nice to meet you, buddy.
the Dragon Man? Isn't that dude in Colorado? is that
If
a real
Vince
thing?
listens to this shit, he's gonna be like, "Fuck Dragon Man."
No,
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
You said engine builder.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was
So
like,
I've heard
Dragon
about. I don't want to talk anything bad or anything, but Vince is the good.
Yeah, let's
Hell
go to
yeah.
Vince.
Yeah, let's go to Vince.
Hell yeah.
Shouldn't even brought that up.
Yep.
My
Vince
bad.
has done a bunch of my
I hear
motors.
certain words and then I think things and then I
Yeah.
say shit. My bad.
Yeah.
That's why they got me
My
here.
thoughts, they process.
I shouldn't have been. That was horrible of me. Can you cut that shit out? Yeah.
What are we cutting out?
No cuts.
Yeah.
We're cutting out Vince because of Dragon Man?
No, Vince is good.
Vince or the Mincer.
I don't know anything about Dragon Man, so let's just say that.
I don't either.
How about that?
But you guys live in the same state.
Yeah. So I just know that I would send my motor to Vince.
Where's he at?
Windsor, Colorado. Just a little bit north of
okay.
Denver.
Cool.
Yep.
I don't know nothing about Colorado.
So he's done
I got
2 or
family in
3 of my
Colorado.
motors.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, and it takes a special fucking person to do them motors.
And he adopted my first foster dog.
Ever?
Aw.
Yeah.
Still have it?
What's
Awesome.
up, Bubs? Yeah.
Dope.
So he lost.
So when you drop off
Hi,
the motors, you get to
Bubs.
see the first
Good
dog?
boy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
His name is Bubs.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vince sounds like a great dude.
He learned his. Yeah, he's a fucking character. I love him. I love you,
Well,
Vince. Let's see if we can find a
Let's
picture
see.
of Bubs.
Who am I going to shout out? Since I've brought him up 17 fucking times. Oh, yeah.
That's Bubs and Nico.
the fucking PBR snob himself, the fucking two-wheel terror of Ohio, Panhead Greg.
Oh, shit.
And that's just because last week when I was riding the fucking chopper,
World's best shit talker.
and I was holding my fucking phone and I was doing a little fucking for the gram.
He's seen your bolts.
He's seen my riser bolts, and he was like, "You fucking stupid Canadian, get them rusted pieces of shit out of there and go get some stainless steel fucking bolts." Because those are the original fucking bolts that were on this bike, and this bike sat outside.
Well, see,
for a
me
while.
and you, we buy our nuts and bolts from Ace, and they don't really have many stainless bolts there.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah, they do.
They have a
Gilroy's
huge
and Ace has huge fucking
Ace
stuff.
chopper
Not down
supply.
in Detroit,
Yeah.
man. The Ace hardware.
And then
on my side of town,
Fastenal.
That's because they're getting stolen. They locked down
they
and
don't stock
stolen.
stainless in there.
I go to the Ace that everybody loves because it has donuts and guns.
That place is.
That's an Ace Hardware?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen
Have you
Instagram?
seen my story?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
and it
maybe
was a
his,
meme.
but there's viral stories of that fucking place all over the internet.
Yeah, I know. That's
He's
why.
like, of course, Michigan has.
That's because I never thought anything different
I didn't
of
know
it.
that
And
was
then
an
I
Ace Hardware.
seen the
Yeah.
meme. So then when
It's right down the street.
went there the next time, I was like, I'll put it on my fucking story. And everybody blew me up like, oh my God, it's a fucking real place. I'm like, it's just
Yeah.
my normal shit that I go to.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing special. Why wouldn't you have hardware and donuts and barbecue and
Do you
guns?
you know what
So,
I remember?
Greg-
This I thought this the other day when I was in the grocery store and I was buying some things, and I'm like, everything that I eat normally in Wisconsin is a fucking delicacy everywhere else. You know,
Really?
like summer sausage, that shit's amazing.
We got that.
Yeah, it's fucking normal here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start getting around.
I did-
Like
Oof.
herring. That's fucking
I've
delicious.
never even
Yeah,
had that
Can of
before.
sardines.
can of sardines, like just like all the
Put that
small
on a
little
cracker
things. You know,
Right.
like cheese curds.
Oh, yeah. You get cheese curds at the gas station.
I go to
Yeah.
every time I stop at
Wisconsin.
Mars. Every time I swing on 94, I always go to Mars Cheese Castle. It's one of my ultimate van stops. Load up on cheese and meat for the van.
Yeah.
I'm headed to Wisconsin.
Well, you probably passed a jerky store coming up here, too.
It said jerky
Dundee.
forever. Yeah.
Yeah, they got
Dundee.
ostrich jerky, alligator jerky,
fucking kangaroo.
fucking kangaroo jerky. They
I also
got,
noticed the big ass sign
herring.
said recreation marijuana, so I'm going to be stopping there for some recreation
yeah.
marijuana.
Got that here, too. Yeah.
I like those CBD gummies. I'm going to put them in my belly and go hoo hoo hoo.
Yeah.
Why does my face feel so funny?
So, Greg sent you
So
Greg
yeah,
sent you
yeah,
that?
yeah. So Greg seen that video, called me a fucking piece of
Douchebag.
shit Canadian, and then sent me 4 stainless steel riser bolts and a sticker that says "Support your local salad tosser," and one that says
That's me.
And then he threw one in there that says "I love Cleveland."
What's the thread pitch in there?
He's from fucking Cleveland, huh?
What's the thread pitch? Quarter 20?
Is it 18 or 20?
You son of a bitch.
I saw the sticker over there. I love Cleveland.
Yeah, I just put it up. He
brand
sent that.
new.
He sent that to me.
That's my last name. I was going to stop
Oh,
in Cleveland on
shit.
the way. I'm like,
You
get
should've.
naked, but there was a fucking zillion people flying by and it was snowing. I'm like, I ain't getting naked.
Damn.
Yeah.
I love Cleveland, but
So, okay, so when you take those photos, you just set up your tripod and just kind of wait and just dart out there really quick.
Yeah. That's exactly what I do.
Because I'm like, man,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
I mean,
of
I've gotten
fun.
naked
So-
in a lot of places. It takes some plant. You kind of
Yeah, so that's like, I take so many 2-lane highways, like half the time in the middle of fucking nowhere. I'm
Right.
just
Yeah, like I
strutting
noticed
my dick
in one,
right out there.
one of the pictures. I've you know what I've been following you for a little while now. I can't remember how I stumbled upon your page, but one of them I was like, how did he fucking pull that off? And what state was it?
There was a couple
Something
hard ones.
impressive though. Something
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah, there were a couple impressive.
So if you want to go see my naked butt, it's a naked man and a van.
Naked man in a van. Well, shit. Why don't we close it out with how we get a hold of you a little bit and fucking a couple other things you got going on
naked
next
man
in the future.
in a van.
Yeah, a naked man in a van. My normal Instagram is Loud Pipes
With a zero.
With the zero.
And I will say, one of the last free Americans in this country just fucking took off and traveled in a van.
I got
Fucking
this
A,
badass
dude.
shirt.
And he's
It says-
wearing fucking hoodie that says "Free Man."
It says free man.
And like I don't know if you ever seen the Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. Hank 3's like, this is one of the last free families in fucking America. And
Right.
like that's my same thought when I think of you. I'm like, this dude's just free, just fucking getting it,
Dude, right.
fucking stripping next to fucking signs.
I was fucking stoked. Like when
You can't beat it.
when I Well, I've been following your page for probably, I don't know, the last few months now or something. Not sometime last year maybe, but then when he brought you up, I really went through and dug through the page, and it's like, God, this guy's fucking hilarious. I don't even know anything about him, but this dude's fucking rules.
Yeah.
And then lo and behold, like, we get to kick it right away later.
It
That's
just
been
makes me
happening
feel
a
good.
lot.
I love putting a smile on those people's faces out there.
The last couple of
your
years, has
fucking
been full of
stories
that
in the
for me,
morning are
man.
fucking great. You got the black coffee and the Care Bear mug, and you just got some good positivity to get people's days started.
Fuck yeah, you gotta check out this dude's stories. They're super funny.
Yeah.
And just all around fucking
I know.
good
I'm
time,
kind of
man.
bummed that I got to work in the morning because I don't get to hang out.
I got to work in the morning, too.
I gotta work in the morning too.
We all got to work in
But
the
I'm
morning.
driving,
'cause
I'm
that's
driving
how-
back to Detroit tonight though, so that's also why I'm cutting off right now.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Not
you got
too
anything
far.
else?
I'm so glad. Thank you for
Yeah,
having me. That was my
fucking
very
thanks,
first podcast ever.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, man.
We'll
Cheers,
hit him with
sons.
that outro music.
Yeah.
I got the bump.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was
He was
going
looking.
back to here. My bad. I'll do one this one.
Cheers, sons.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Sometimes.
Choppers.
The hell is a podcast?
Riding our bikes around, thinking we're all bad.
Yeah, I knew what I wanted to do. Chop that baby.
Does this excite you? Think about it.
Sometimes.
Choppers.
Design usually just comes right out of your head.
Everybody's got to have a Harley nowadays.
And it must be a chop or you're not even eligible.
Chick want to take her shirt off. She could.
How you doing, Mom?
We only play loud music at 3 in the morning. Fine. Go walk around drinking beer in public. Fine.
I was full of the devil.
Complete molding and raking of the motorcycle frame, wheel design, and engine building.
Stretched way up to the sky.
Full of the devil, man.
You got a chopper, that's it.
The party people are only 2% of animals.
Oh, geez, the damn vans, you know.
Shut up,
That's
devil.
all you need is a van. I said, I have one of those.
I was full of the devil, man.
You know, in 10 years from now, we'll still be riding choppers and they'll probably be riding something different.
What's the matter with you, boy?
Yeah, guys. There's motorcycles. Dead air.